And just like that, we are back. And I mean, I'm really back. It feels like I've been gone for a month now. I was only gone for a couple of days, but so good to see you. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Gray. We missed you so much. You know, I shouldn't have done this, but I was checking online as one. They were like, we hope that Graham makes a return this week. The people have spoken, and Gray is back in the building.
We are back with that kind of energy. In fact, a whole lot more of that kind of energy. And maybe you need this in your life today. We are celebrating Christmas in July, baby, with a reminder that the greatest gifts are gratitude, generosity, and giving back. It's amazing how it starts to flow towards oneself when you pour it out.
I love it. It's a reciprocated feeling, okay? But listen, we're going to do some exciting things in the kitchen with Chef Maynard Jobert, who joins up with a festive Christmas July tray bake and a delicious Merry Monday malt, while sharing the story behind his much-loved charity fruitcake. I walked past the kitchen this morning. I said, it's Christmas.
It'd be festive.
It's Christmas. We're ready for you.
It's festive, and we want you to bake along. We want you to play along this morning, and we want you to give along as well. Maybe start reframing what this time of the year could mean for you. We're going to chat to an amazing team and discover how We Give Toys is turning pre-loved toys into treasured gifts for children who need them most. It's also that act of connection, of doing something for someone else, for a child to receive that, to feel that. Maybe this is their point of breaking and they just need someone in their corner, and just that little toy could be that.
Oh my
gosh, amazing, man.
The gift that keeps on giving. And then we'll also hear how the homestead is helping vulnerable children, but also young people build brighter futures through care and support, and most importantly, through opportunity. Oh
man, and then this might be the part that breaks us. We're going to meet a very special rescue dog from Nzananda Animal Clinic, proving that opening your heart can change a life, both theirs and definitely yours. Cuteness overload, there's going to be emotion, there's going to be passion, and a whole lot of purpose. So I hope you're ready. Are you ready?
I am so ready. Let the tears roll and the good times continue. Expresso fam, welcome to the show. And just like that, we can get straight into your national news headlines to kickstart this hour. We get started with City Power that has paid more than 4 billion rand, and that's towards its overdue electricity debt of over 5 billion rand owed to Eskom. Now, the payment was made while consultations under the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act, or PAJA, continue, following Eskom's intervention in May. City Power has committed to making another payment by the 21st of August. Now, Eskom has extended the consultation process until the 22nd of August to assess representations received and monitor the city's compliance. Now, the utility says the outstanding debt remains unpaid despite progress made. In other national news, the Public Servants Association in the Northern Cape has raised concerns after 33 government employees allegedly resigned before undergoing lifestyle audits. Now, the union says that resignation should not shield officials from investigations into possible corruption or even financial misconduct. Now, political parties have echoed calls for accountability, urging authorities to continue forensic investigations where necessary. More than 500 provincial employees were selected for lifestyle audits in 2025, following concerns over governance and compliance within government departments. Well, let's take a look further afield now at your international news-making headlines. We get started with wildfires that continue to devastate parts of both France and Spain, forcing more than 330,000 people to evacuate as firefighters battle rapidly spreading flames. Now, France's Gironde region remains under severe threat, with thousands of homes destroyed and vast areas of forest burnt. In Spain, fires have spread around Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia, as well, prompting further evacuations. Now, authorities warn hot, dry conditions could worsen the crisis, while emergency crews continue rescue efforts. Leaders have renewed calls for stronger climate action and recovery support. Bringing it back to the continent now with Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye that has launched a new political party, deepening his split with former ally Ousmane Sonko. Now, the move follows months of political disagreements over economic policy as well as governance, with several lawmakers joining Faye's new movement. Now, Sonko's passive party retains its parliamentary majority, setting the stage for an increasingly competitive political landscape. Analysts expect the rivalry to shape local elections in 2027, but also build momentum toward a closely watched presidential contest in the year 2029. Let's close off on this story celebrating actress Aubrey Plaza that shared a heartwarming update on her pregnancy, posting candid Instagram photos as she prepares to welcome her first child with actor Christopher Abbott. Now, the images included a playful mirror selfie revealing a baby bump and moments of the couple learning how to assemble their baby stroller. Now, Plaza thanked those supporting their parenting journey, reflecting the excitement surrounding the new chapter. Now, the pregnancy follows a very challenging period in the actress's life, masking the milestone especially meaningful. Now, fans have welcomed the updates celebrating Plaza and Abbott as they embrace parenthood together with both optimism and joy. So excited that the Mama Club is growing. Congrats to the parents. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get those sporting highlights after the weekend with Gray.
Welcome back to a week, and what a weekend of sport we were treated to. But Banyana not in action yet. But let's start with WAFCON. It was a winning start to the Women's African Cup of Nations for the host Morocco, very much so, and fellow North African state Algeria. So last tournament's runners-up Morocco, they showed their intent from the start, thumping Kenya 4-0 to open their account yesterday. While Algeria looked very strong, defeating Senegal 2-0. We'll get an update on both of those games from our coaching team a little bit later this morning. But of course, the big one that we are tracking, Banyana kick off their title campaign with their Group B clash up against Tanzania. Pretty tough start to the competition, but just the kind of test we need to set the rhythm. Well, speaking of which, someone who is very much in his rhythm, Peter Kutse, has claimed his second gold medal of the Commonwealth Games after winning the men's 200-meter backstroke. The South African adding to the win earlier this week with the 50-meter backstroke, continuing a very impressive campaign in Glasgow. Then Chad Leclos back in the headlines. He also made history this weekend, becoming the most decorated male athlete in Games history after claiming, get this, his 19th Commonwealth medal. Actually saw him in the pool training a little bit a few weeks ago. Unbelievable to see him back to his best. Just brilliant. Well, he never left his best anywhere behind him. Let's get into cycling now, and Tadej Pogacar doing it again. He capped off another dominant Tour de France campaign, securing a record-equaling 5th yellow jersey. He's in hallowed ground now, the Slovenian claiming 5 stage victories during this year's race and finished 6 minutes and 26 seconds ahead of Belgium's Remco Evenepoel in the general classification. I think he clocked around 22 kilometers an hour as his average speed throughout. Pedal power, baby. Unbelievable. Well, a different kind of power played out as Lando Norris claimed a commanding victory at the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend, converting pole position into McLaren's first Formula One win of the season, rather. So the Brit briefly lost that lead at the start, but then regained control before pulling away to finish more than 15 seconds clear of Red Bull's Max Verstappen. Then Mercedes' youngster Kimi Antonelli in the mix there. He completed the podium in third. Incredible weekend of sport. We'll dip into our African Cup of Nations highlights in just a moment. But right now, start of a brand new week. Let's see if the weather's going to play along.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's dive straight into it to prepare you for the week ahead. Polokwane, as you know, you are our first stop for this morning, where sunny skies will brighten up your region today. Let's take a look at your temperatures. They'll start from a low of 6 degrees and rise to a nice high of 23. As we look ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate heading into the week, with tomorrow's daytime highs settling at 22 degrees. That brings us to Klerksdorp, where sunny skies will take over today. Temperatures will range between a cold 4 degrees and warm up nicely to 23. Now, the next 2 days remain mostly sunny with passing clouds. Daytime highs stay pleasantly warm, sitting at 22 degrees on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Pretoria, on your side of town, you'll have a sun-filled day ahead for you. Your temperatures will range between a minimum of 9 and a maximum also sitting at 23. Now, going into the week, sunny skies are set to stay with daytime temperatures reaching 23 degrees tomorrow and 21 by midweek. And then out in Johannesburg, your day is set to be dominated by sunny skies. As for your temperatures, it'll range between a cold 6 degrees and a warmer 19. As we move into the week, daytime highs will settle at 19 and 18 degrees over Tuesday and Wednesday, but the rest remains predominantly sunny. Mbombela, let's see what's going down on your side. Today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies. Temperatures move from a brisk 9 and warms up nicely to 24. Now, sunny skies continue in the days ahead, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from 11 degrees and doubling up to 22. In the beautiful Bloemfontein on this Monday, you'll start your day off with some sunny skies. Bit of a crisp start though, 4 degrees is your minimum. Your max is sitting at 22. Now, heading into the week, sun skies turn cloudy by tomorrow until midweek, with daytime temperatures moving between 17 and 19. Right, Richards Bay, on your side, expect mostly sunny skies with moderate northwesterly winds. As for your temperatures, it'll range between 16 and rise by 10 degrees to a comfortable 26. Now, sunny skies will turn cloudy and wet by tomorrow. There is rain chanced at 60% on Tuesday and 50% by Wednesday. And then out in Durban, today will be dominated by mostly sunny skies on your side. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 12 to doubling up to 24. Now, you're in for a wet week ahead with rain chances averaging around 40%, starting off tomorrow strong with a 90% chance. In Tata, expect sunny skies across your region today. Also some rain on your side, chanced at 25%. Temperatures ranging between 8 and 24. Now, tomorrow brings cloudy and even wetter conditions. Your rain forecast is sitting at 100%, with temperatures moving between 7 and 13. Uba, on your side of town, you can expect some sunny skies. As for your temperatures, they'll move between a chilly 8 and a high of 23. Now, sun-filled skies give way to cloudy and wet conditions tomorrow. There is an 85% chance of rain, easing to 40% by Wednesday. Gugompo City, this Monday, you'll look up to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures range from a cool 13 to a high of 22. Now, you can enjoy the warmth of today as a cloudy and wet weather pattern lies ahead, with cool to pleasant temperatures. Definitely a wet week. Abeja, out in GQ, you'll have some heavy rain that's forecast sitting at 80% today, with southwesterly winds. Temperatures start from 13 and then rises to a high of 19 degrees. Now, a chilly 11 start gives way tomorrow, and then 15 degrees is what it will welcome, while rain chances remain high at 80%. And then out in the gorgeous George, today brings heavy rain. Now, that is chanced at 75%. Your temperatures will range between 11 and 16. Now, tomorrow brings cloudy skies. The rain does subside slightly to a chance of 50%, while temperatures will still remain cool. Let's see what Cape Town has to offer on the start of this new week. Drizzle is likely during the morning hours, accompanied by winds reaching 43 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures will range between 12 and 16. And the next 2 days bring sunny skies with a cool 9 degrees start before temperatures climb between 18 and 19 for the rest of the week. Out in Sutherland, today sees sunny skies across your side. Temperatures range from a nippy 4 and then rises to 17. Heading into the weekend, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions take over, with daytime highs ranging between 10 and 19. And then in Kimberley, sunny skies are set to hold steady throughout your day today. Temperatures start from a cold 6 to a pleasantly warm high of 25. Now, sunful days are set to define the week ahead, with dry conditions and clear skies that are set in place. From Kimberley, we've got our last stop out in Uppington. Come on board. Today promises plenty of sunshine from start to finish. A cool start of 8 degrees, but that makes way for a warm afternoon high sitting at 28. Now, sunny skies define the days ahead, clear of any rain, with tomorrow's temperatures warming nicely from a cool 5 degree start to a high of 26. All right, now you're tucked away when it comes to your temperatures, hopefully super prepared for the day that lies ahead as well as the week. Let's get that sunrise view of the hour to make sure that we're all feeling just a little bit better, especially when Kariga out in the Eastern Cape looks this good. Estelian Solomon just said, I've got to let you know what this morning looks like on my side of town. And any day that we see Kariga is a good day indeed. Esteline, 19 degrees is what you will experience on your side of town. Thank you so much for waking up and choosing us. 063-036-9649, that's the number to hit us up on. We look forward to both 7 and 8 o'clock as we delve into the first hour of the show.
It's Christmas in July. What more do we need to know? We're going to plug into that energy, that kind of spirit of gratitude this morning, with the intent of pumping that out. But every now and then, it's really good to just receive that, and it can be game-changing, often if we're at that breaking point. So we wanted to put it to you guys this morning. In that spirit of generosity, when have you been hit by one of those moments, an act of kindness that someone has shown you that you will absolutely never forget? And it can be a big moment. It could be just a tiny little moment. I remember before a shoot, having to drive a few hours to find a location in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't find the location. Ended up having to sleep at a petrol station because I needed to wake up at about 3:30 for a live broadcast. I was terrified I wasn't going to find the venue. I was so overtired, knew that I needed to host a 3-hour live TV broadcast. I was distraught. I found this lone little petrol station in the middle of nowhere. Just slept in my car.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up to find the petrol attendants washing my car. Guys, that start to the day, to feel these guys just trying to give me that start.
That boost.
They didn't know how to help me. They were like, let's just help this kid get back out there and back into the fight. I will never forget that. I made it to the shoot and we absolutely smashed it. One little moment of kindness can make a massive difference. We want to hear from you, and then it's Christmas in July.
I'm so excited to get straight into it. And also, our weekend highlights paired with a motivational message comes your way after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thanks for joining us this morning. We get into our weekend highlights because we're hoping that on your side you had a fantastic one. Graham, out of 10.
It was like an 11.
11
Absolutely
out of
amazing.
10.
Well, it's kind of extends into last week because I didn't see you, but it was great watching you and Kutle in the hotel TV, like watching you on air. It's good to validate that we do actually do a live
This is
TV show that people watch.
100%.
I've just assumed you've always just been waking up in someone's lounge. Like, I just didn't really know that. You guys did just such an
Oh, it was
amazing
so nice
job.
having
It was
the
so
girls.
cool. Such a cool energy about the show. I was in Joburg. I was in airports.
Yeah.
And there's something about it, but it's a weird kind of connector. So I don't know which picture we're going to start with, but I had 2 moments here. So there were 2 beautiful faces that you will see. We are so proud of the network of women that are driving passion and purpose through
come
our network.
on.
Karishma, I love this. Whenever I'm at an airport, I'll see someone that I know in front and center on a stand. I just love it. She looks so
gorgeous
regal
front cover.
and just amazing. And she's doing amazing things in the purpose space. But I love that. So, girl, more power to you. Go and buy that magazine, whatever magazine it is. And then Sadiqa Fakir is one of our absolute favorites. She's released a book called Corporate Rebel. When I saw her face, it took me a while to actually plug in and be like, that's Sadiqa! She is so phenomenal, and albeit she works in an organization that really does drive the female narrative, which she loves, but not always.
Yeah.
She was in fast-moving goods in a space that was very much dominated by some big men and big egos, and she is just amazing. So more power to her. She's got a whole book in the world,
Come
girl.
on.
So that was probably one of the nicest surprises. But then you'll see probably the least productive selfie that you've ever seen, or produced selfie. So we have blurred out, thankfully, the brand of the place. So I used
Were you getting food?
26 years ago.
What?
Okay, so I had a break in the midst of this crazy day of rehearsals and back on stages with ministers and things. Needed something to eat. I didn't go to a 5-star restaurant. I went to the same falafel joint that I went to every lunch hour 26 years ago when I was working as a casual at a particular chain store that operates in that center.
Oh my
That store has
gosh.
come and gone a few times, but the falafels are still there, baby. But the joy is I have won. They no longer have coriander mixed into their ingredients. 26 years later, I've won the battle. But it was just such an interesting reminder that the 19-year-old version of myself is still there.
Great.
You still like what you like. You're still inspired by, and I was as proud to go and buy myself my first shawarma as I was my 37,000 falafel or shawarma that I bought. But it was
What
just
a full circle
it was
moment.
quite a moment, and I was on some big stages this week, which was very different to selling menswear at that particular store. So it was an awesome weekend from that respect. Coming
I
full
see why
circle.
it's 11 out of 10. I mean, mine was pretty good as well. I got to spend time with my man. Like I said, we've been trying to do this as much as possible
bubble.
before the baby comes through. And so a really cool brand also hosted a
you
dinner.
guys are great.
And it was so beautiful out in Stellenbosch. The bump was out. There's no denying that this alien
Embrace
baby
it.
is there. So that was really fun to just kind of catch up together. And then it was my second nephew, who's going to be born a month before my baby. Joel is his name. It was his baby shower. So we had a little moment for him. Super prepared in 5.5 weeks to have the family grow.
That's just insane when
It's
you say it like
insane.
that.
So many babies.
Did you set the tone with your present at the baby shower?
What
Be
was
that
my
person.
present?
You'd buy like the 3,000 rand thermometer and just like
Just
to
left it in
see
the
what
front.
just leave it there.
And judged everyone else.
Are you feeling the baby bubble now, big time? Huh?
I'm feeling it day by day. I'm still working, so I'm trying to take it really easy. But I mean, she's really making her presence felt.
You're not an alien. You're lovely, and you're going to be an amazing young person who's going to do incredible things in the
Amen.
world, despite what your mother says. Maybe she needs to hear it from Israel Adesanya, the last style bender. We love a little motivational message, and I love this guy because he came out. He was one of the first to show his appreciation for the way DDP fought in his last fight. But of course, he is a TikTok sensation, UFC champion. We are talking about Israel Adesanya, the last style bender. He gives us some very wise words on how practicing gratitude can change the game.
It's all about perspective, and we definitely want to see what he has to say about it.
Good exercise, gratitude. I used to have a gratitude journal. At the end of the day, I'll write 3 things I'm grateful for. But then, as I kept on doing it, over time I realized during the day, I'll be looking for things I'm grateful for so I can write it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so
right.
that way it keeps you in that frame of gratitude constantly through the day. Like, what am I going to write at the end of the day? What am I grateful for today? So you start flowing that vibe of gratitude, that vibration of gratitude. And when you vibe with gratitude, trust me, abundance comes. It's magic.
Always with the words
It
of
is
wisdom.
magic, man.
But I like what he said. Once he wrote it down, he started looking for it.
100%.
Everywhere around you, where and how can I be grateful?
We do it on this highway coming to the studio here. You practice that, and after a while, you don't even have to prompt it. It starts coming to you. But it has to be a practice, so put it into practice.
That's right. All right. So let's see the comments that have come on through. No comments? No comments. All
I
right.
think a lot of people being motivated on Monday for lots of reasons this morning, and I like the fact that they have jumped on this. Prayer first thing in the morning keeps us on that zone. Amazing. It's intentional. You can do this for yourself when you wake up. I've started 365 days of gratitude, and even when something isn't presented, the magic that you are then positioned to be an alchemist. How often do I say that? Turning bad days into a lesson, something to be grateful for. There is always something. Alchemy, turn lead into gold.
Oh my
baby.
gosh, I love that. All right, so we'll carry that with us today. And if you need that extra push and motivation, here's some good news. If you think the Woolies quality sale couldn't get any better, think again. Savings have now increased to up to 65%.
What?
And that's off selected everything, fashion, beauty, homeware, making it the perfect opportunity to shop your quality favorites for less.
I'm thinking this might just work perfectly for me. I could just take the whole
take
rail
the
home
whole
with
rail.
me. Absolutely beautiful. And this is when you can start getting those statement pieces to invest for the next season. That's what the sale is all about. I've been all about
You can't go wrong
textures
with the shirt
and
too.
trying to become more comfortable with a higher rise kind of polar neck jersey. I can only do it through zips, so I'm
The
gradually
three-quarter
getting
zip.
there. But you can get some knits and quality now.
Yep.
When they call it the quality sale, I now understand. That's what you get. Look at that.
Timeless pieces, you'll be able to wear them season in and season out. You're replacing your everyday top. This is what you need to go
And
for.
you're still going to have cold days in summer.
That's
so
true.
you never know. You might get,
this is
get to wear
lovely.
it before the next winter. I know the temperatures did suddenly, inexplicably kick up over this weekend. But there are so many cool trends, and we're going through kind of a classic rebirth where you can pick your lane and you can go for a style that works for you. But there's a little bit out of every fashion capsule, and quality is at the heart of everything that Woolies does, from premium fabrics, and you can see absolutely beautiful, the beauty formulations to products designed to stand the test of time. The hand-me-downs, I call them.
I like to see that. They're quality purchases that offer long-term value, available at better prices, which is what we want. So whether you're shopping for yourself, your family, or even your home and those updates, there's something for everybody at the quality sale. Corduroy grey, you
Come
cannot
on.
go wrong.
There's
So
a
shop
reason.
early while stocks last. Many of the popular items are selling quickly. I think this is the last one left.
This might be the very last one. 65% off. That is massive. So lean in, have some fun. Look for that statement piece where you're wanting to refresh your wardrobe, or maybe just refresh yourself. Go out there, you'll be surprised. And when we say quality, it's there everywhere. Now up to 65% off selected fashion, beauty, and homeware. All are welcome.
So please go ahead, shop in-store if you want to be part of the chaos online, or also on the Woolies app. T's and C's do apply and can be found on woolworths.co.za.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. Yes, we've got more footy to talk about. Oh, it was just 2 days of no football and I thought I was going to lose my mind, but the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations is now underway in Morocco. The host nation already putting their hands up, but marking very much a new era for the competition after expanding from 12 teams to 16 teams now. The circle is bigger. Nigeria obviously arrive as defending champions, while Banyana, they must be smouldering, looking to reclaim that continental crown that they won in 2022, and they seem ready. Well, football scout and agent Ashley Klutter joins us to unpack the tournament, what this means, I think, for the women's game at the moment. But of course, we got a big one up against Tanzania as we open our account.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous before these tournaments, but excited for this one because it feels like a baseline shift for women's football. I think the last Women's World Cup helped all women's sport. We saw such a massive increase in television consumption, so we got to meet the sport where it is. 16 teams now, bigger prize money. It feels better. This has got to be the one to win, hey?
No, definitely the prize money. It just shows where the football goes in Africa for women. So with prize money and there can come development as well.
Exactly.
Better
Legacy.
facilities. So, and also for the young girls that want to become professional footballers. So this is a good platform as well.
And I can hear you saying that as like fait accompli, as a scout. Yeah. We need these structures there, otherwise you can't find the players. It's as simple as that. Oh, who are you looking at now? Obviously, we've got Nigeria defending the title, Morocco just looking unbelievably strong, and as a host nation, they are always dangerous. Banyana have to be one of the tournament favourites. Whose tournament is this to win?
Well, Nigeria will definitely be a good contender because of the experience and obviously winning.
They know how to do it.
And yeah, so and Coach Desiree, I think they know what is it to be playing competitive football. So they will just show from the word go to show that 3 points that's in the bag, and then from there take it onwards.
And they do like a dominant style. They do like playing a physical style. They lean into kind of quite a mixed bag, which I like, so they can be reactive. But I like them starting on the front foot and laying claim to this. Let's not be the underdogs in this tournament. Let's stake claim and let's go and take it. Talking about staking claim, Algeria edging out Senegal 2-0. Yeah. What did you make of the opening account of the tournament?
Well, it was interesting. Algeria definitely had a good technical game plan. They had very control over the game. So the 3 points for them is a good group point. So they'll take it further from here.
And they like that, and I suppose everyone's looking at the Spanish way of playing football. Let's control it, let's set the tempo. I like that when Morocco put 4 past Kenya, who are by no means wilting daisies in the African contest. That's a terrifying notion for a host nation to make, eh?
Yeah, look, host nation, bit of advantage as well, hosting the tournament. And 4 goals is quite a lot of goals for opening game.
So everyone gets a goal. Everyone gets the jitters out. So we love that for Morocco. But to be honest, we are so focused on Banyana having their moment. Desiree deserves this. She's earned this right. It's kind of a golden era for the team. We open our account against Tanzania. I think a lot of us don't really know even the style of football that Tanzania play. How do you see this matchup playing out?
Tanzania will definitely come out to compete against Banyana. But I know Banyana does have the ability to compete and have shown that they do have the quality to be on that stage and can definitely progress.
How are you feeling in your heart of hearts? Is this the one? Because I'm all or nothing, and I can be because I don't have to. I can be biased because I'm not a journalist. How are you feeling about Banyana's timing? Are there any players that we should track in that team? Is there a bit of magic in the water?
Well, I think the Coach Desiree, she selected a team that's really experienced. There's players that's playing abroad as well that can definitely have an input in this whole tournament. So I think the whole team is definitely quality on its own. So I think we will go very far. in this tournament.
And it only matters if we get to see it, if young girls get to see it. And of course, it is all there for all of us to see. You can catch it, Banyana taking on Tanzania later today. All the action live on SABC2, SABC Plus, anywhere for free. And of course, across the amazing bouquet of SABC radio stations. And if you see Ash in the street, you can stop him as well. He'll break it down for you, as he does. We love you guys. Thank you for doing what you do on behalf of players. Let's hope this is the tournament that starts to see young South African female players getting the careers they deserve. We absolutely love WAFCON this time around. Bigger team, more prize money. We have that.
We definitely are here for more women in sports and also here for paying it forward. Now, this Mandela Month, ABSA is turning purpose into action. Through its Force for Good ambition, the organization is working to mobilize thousands of colleagues through volunteerism, creating meaningful impact in communities across our country. Now, one of those initiatives saw hundreds come together to help tackle food insecurity and support children in need. And our very own Kyle was there to witness the difference they're making firsthand. So let's get into it.
Utata Madiba reminded us that education is the most powerful tool that you can utilize to change the world. And today we see those words come to life at the Nelson Mandela's Legacy Ride for Hope, where riders, community members, and also volunteers have come together to develop an incredible and brighter future through education. Now in its 8th year, this amazing program has brought together riders to cross over 550 kilometers in order to support the hashtag Classroom for Hope Fund, proving my Feel Good family that each kilometer can create a lasting impact. When we talk about Utata Madiba, we talk about intention, we talk about grace. And joining me right now, this lady knows everything about grace. Mpho Hlapati, who is the head of shared value at corporate citizenship in ABSA. This is such an incredible initiative. What kind of lasting impact is ABSA really trying to create with initiatives like this, especially because we are on our 8th year?
For us, it's not Mandela Day or Mandela Month. On an everyday basis, we encourage our colleagues to be forces for good in their environments. We are clear that our colleagues are more than employees. They're more than managers here or specialists there. They're eyes, hands, and feet. They're proximity to communities, and they are quite intimately connected to the challenges. With Ride for Hope, we are actually borrowing from the passion, skills, and interests of our colleagues to say, help us amplify and scale our impact in communities. They are riding to raise funds to improve learning infrastructure in communities that are underprivileged.
It is one thing to have this purpose, but to have our people leave the boardrooms, leave the meeting rooms, and be here in the middle of Soweto, right from Vilakazi Street up to getting to Kiani, cycle. They mean that this purpose is not just a purpose on paper, it's a purpose that we live. It's a purpose that appreciates that we are part of these very communities, not apart from them.
The impact that Ride for Hope has is broader than just riding. So it really impacts, I think, the future generations. So just to contribute to the younger ones and the future generations.
Being part of Ride for Hope is really, because I share the legacy. As a mother myself, I believe that anything you invest with in children multiplies over time.
The energy of the youngsters out there and the little bodies moving and rhythm and just really hope and joy. It's amazing.
I would like the learners to know that anything is possible, and sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's not going to be easy, but if you persevere, you can do, and you set your mind to something, you can really achieve it.
Here at this very school, every child who walks in here walks in written hope on their forehead. A hope for a better tomorrow, a hope that today is going to be better than yesterday. But this learning doesn't just take place in a vacuum. This hope for better, informed individuals begins long before they enter this setting called a school. It begins in a classroom. It begins in an environment that fosters, that encourages, that nurtures the teaching and learning and the sharpening of our future.
Mpho, as South Africans reflect on Mandela's legacy this month, what kind of advice would you like to leave viewers with today?
I heard something very interesting the other day, and I'm going to paraphrase it. In a place where you do not see a change, you be the change. To our colleagues, to members of the community, every last person, we are all agents of change. If you look within your environment, there is absolutely a thing that you can do with your passion, skills, and interest and your gift. There is something that you can do to undertake a change.
ABSA is really empowering Africa's tomorrow. Together, one story at a time. Mzansi, Mandela Month is still underway, and if you have not utilized your 67 minutes, please, I encourage you to do that this month, because one act of kindness can honestly create lasting impact.
I mean, it's so true, Kyle. Just one little act of kindness can have such a beautiful ripple effect, as we've witnessed. A wonderful reminder that even the smallest of things can make a lasting difference. Now, ABSA sees your story, and of course, your story matters. So, you know, on Expresso, we're all about balance over here. So let's start on one side of the pendulum. We're talking all things anti-inflammatory workout. And our girl, Claudia van Schalkwyk, is back again to take Graham through his paces when it comes to moving our body. And if we move our body, we've got to reward our body. So Chef Maynard is standing by with the ultimate fruit cake. It is, of course, Christmas in July. And this is how we celebrate on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you straight after this.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Now look at how excited my face is because I know what's coming. Welcome back to our July anti-inflammatory workout series. It's been a game changer for me. We've been showing you guys and ourselves that staying active, staying fit, moving doesn't have to mean intense workouts, hours in the gym, or doing any damage to the body. Sometimes the simplest movements can leave you feeling refreshed and ready to tackle your day. And Claudia van Skalkwyk is here to bring us another anti-inflammatory workout, which I realized comes from so many different angles. We've tackled the fascia, which has been my battleground. Just understanding the fascial release, if that's a real term, big one. The lymphatic system and how that makes us feel. The right kind of button pushing, brilliant. So
And
very
the
excited. The hips, even these old hips got some movement. So I'm very excited about this. But this is the best part is you can do this right now where you are at home. So
Great,
get
so
off
now-
your butt or get on your butt.
So now we're going to put everything together.
Brilliant.
Okay, so normally we move forward and we move back.
Okay.
But we never actually do train the rotation. So today we are going to focus on our rotation.
cross
we grab
hemispheres.
things out of the car, you know, we hug our kids, we do all the things. And when we quickly sometimes grab things or
That's
bend
the
over,
tweak.
that's the tweak and that's what we feel in our lower back. Okay, so remember the fascia is tightness. So that's what we're going to do. We're releasing
the
now. So we're
spider
just
web.
going to release the rotation. So I want you to place your hands on your hips for me. Okay, and then just rotate. Squeeze your glutes and just rotate back and forth.
It always feels like we're starting with a glute activation. Everything that we do somehow connects to
But
the glute,
also make sure that your feet are planted,
Grounded.
right? Yes, it's right into the floor because that's where all the power comes from. It's from the ground up. Now we're going to get your hands up first, the arms up, and move from the side to side. Now we're engaging the core. Now we need a little bit more core. Great. And rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just going to loosen up a little bit and reach over.
Okay.
There you go. Deep breath in, deep breath out.
Why the other song? Beat boy.
Yes.
Beat boy.
As you reach, I want you to squeeze. Don't go as far, as fast, but slow it down to really be intentional with your reach. Okay, and we end it off with one side and hold it there and reach, and you feel the big stretch in the side. 3, 2, 1, let's go other side.
And it's not like you can stretch these without being
1.
intentional about it.
No, you can't.
That's
You
not gonna
have to
happen
really
naturally.
feel, and you have to feel the side, how the side fascia really stretched out nice and long, elongate, and think of yourself pulling yourself up. So don't lean back, don't lean in. Really lift yourself off and out your feet and pull it up. 3, 2, 1. That feels great, eh? Let's go for our
That's great.
thoracic.
And you can feel all the little intercostals, all those little bridges. Oh.
Down on your knees. Now we're gonna do one of my most favorite exercises.
She says with an evil glint in her eye.
No.
Okay.
So this is the windmill. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna place your hand on the floor and reach. And come up. And place your hand on the floor and reach. Where are you feeling it, Graham?
Glute, always.
All in the
Always
glutes.
the glute,
and
eh?
also right in the mid. Where you are going to twist.
It is a very
And feel it.
satisfying release.
Great. So if you want to advance this, you lift up the back leg and you go into what they call the world's best stretch.
Really?
Heard of that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. And why is that so? Why is this
Drop
such
it down
a dynamic?
because it's a
and
full,
good stretch?
it's a full body stretch.
And you're also
it's great.
engaging your core
It's great
there
for the
as
hips.
well.
You push the hips forward here as well.
She has this look
down.
on her
Let's
face
go.
like, are we at the
Last one.
range of his, the limit of his
Of his
range
mobility.
of motion? Yeah, range of motion.
And up, and let's go. Switch it over. And this one we call a windmill, where we lift it up and over, come back. So now if you want to advance this, you would have a kettlebell in your hand and you'd actually advance with a kettlebell going up and back. This is really working the rotation and the range of motion that you just spoke about.
And it's kind of
Gives you
forcing
a
you
nice
to,
range of motion.
keep your midline and your
tight.
balance so that you don't drift onto either side. And I'm thinking with that, I've got 2 small kids, and the amount of time
You
you
have
cross
to
that
rotate.
line.
So we are so used to
vitally
moving
important.
forward and back, but we actually do not, open up your legs for me, just last one. We do not
go into our lateral. We forget to, to really focus on our lateral side of our movements.
I think it was Mel, Ryle's gorgeous wife, who taught me early in my rehab journey, your back likes rotation.
Your back
needs rotation. It can't
Make sure that your back is up when you go down, so you're really fine, push into your heels and stand up. And these are just 1 or 2 or 3 movements that you can do that will help you with your rotation daily when you do any kind of movement. It's daily movements.
It's daily movements, and we say daily because the routine starts to kick in. And then what starts to happen is the mind starts going there before the body's even got there yet. It becomes almost a button that gets pushed subconsciously.
True.
Be ready to embrace your day.
Your day.
She's amazing. She is so good at what she does. You can find her online. I know she's got some amazing events coming up as well. We'll keep posting those all over our social media platforms. Most importantly, get up and move. Your body will thank you.
Sun's out, guns out. We forget that Graham really is that guy, okay? He looks absolutely amazing out there. Claudia, thank you for taking us through that incredible workout. And like I said earlier, we're about balance on the show. Chef Maynard is here standing by, and he brought gifts and treats and good things. It's all about this iconic fruitcake that looks incredible. The gold. The gold. I mean, come on. It takes it to the next level. And we'll be sitting down with the chef himself straight after this. And come back because we've got a surprise.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on S3. Now listen, it may be July, I understand, but some of the most meaningful Christmas traditions begin long before the festive season even arrives. Now with the annual charity drive sharing its impact far beyond the Christmas table, we've got chef and food stylist Maynard Jobert, much loved fruitcake that he brought along with him as well, getting people talking after months of planning, baking and generosity. Now he joins us of course on our couch for an early look at the story behind the cake and what he's preparing for this year. Chef Maynard, welcome back.
Thank you.
My goodness, Christmas in July.
Yes.
We must do this every year because we love celebrating festivities.
Exactly. There's something so joyous and so beautiful about it.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about your Christmas cake.
Yes.
Because as soon as I walked into studio this morning, I was like, oh, we're in for a good time today. I'm so looking forward to it. This is a family homegrown recipe that you've now developed into a beautiful, beautiful story. So tell me more about that.
So about 10 years ago, my sister in the Free State, she sent me this beautiful package all wrapped up in a beautiful old tin, this fantastic fruitcake. And I was going through a really hard time back then. I was missing my family, and the minute I opened up this box and this tin and this cake and this beautiful thing just spoke to me, and I just felt the love from family, you know, just sort of embracing me. And I thought, you know, I have to share this with the world. And then, yeah, that's where it started.
My goodness. And tell me, are you still eating from that Christmas cake? Because we were talking about the fact you can keep it for years.
Yes.
You're just munching it every single day.
Yeah.
I love to see that as well. So the project has, of course, grown over the past couple of years as well. The recipe, though, has it remained true to the original?
We've tweaked it slightly. The recipe is my sister's recipe. So, yeah, we try to stay close to the original. We actually added more things to it.
By more things, more fruit or more?
Yes. So the one, our luxury cake that we do, we've decided to add whole green preserved figs into it.
Oh my
It just gives it such a beautiful, luxurious, fantastic taste, and it looks beautiful.
Oh my gosh, are we experiencing that today?
You are.
Thank you very much. This is all I want to know as well. Okay, the 2026 season has to begin now already. We want to prepare for Christmas that is to come as well. So let's talk a bit more about the campaign and the fruitcake that you're doing. What's going down?
So this year we're very excited. We've decided to rebrand our packaging, and I worked with two fantastic designers, Hannes Kuchenberg and Carla Schutte, and they came up with the most fantastic campaign for us. So we've got our fig cake, our classic cake, and then our smaller cake, and so we created a character around each cake. So we've got Miss Lux, Miss Luxurious, and then we've got Miss Classic, which is our standard cake, and then Miss Cracker, which we're going to pack in a Christmas cracker, which is fantastic for gifting, which is and I'm very focused on beautiful packaging. If I walk in, even into a wine shop, and I see a bottle of wine with a nice design on it, I'd rather buy that one.
We judge a book by its cover. I'll take it.
Definitely.
Hey?
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying when I walked in as well. The presentation is just next level.
Yes.
And the exciting thing is that people get to purchase these as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they can jump on your website and then get it already and keep it for Christmas.
Yeah, people can start ordering now. We can do pre-orders because we are going to be baking a whole lot, but it does go fast.
Yes.
And so we encourage people to buy and age it. The cake tastes better after a year or two.
Wow. It's like a fine wine. It gets better with time as well. But I love the fact that you do everything with purpose as well. And a lot of the time when you put your work out there, it's for the benefit of other people.
Yes.
So which people in particular are we talking about here?
Well, we try to support charities every year, people who are in need and people who, especially over the festive season, who just need a helping hand. And my heart always sort of goes out to the children. And so we redirect some of our proceeds towards them. And it's always such a beautiful thing to do and to see how something so simple can touch people's lives.
Absolutely. That's what we've been talking about this morning. Small acts of generosity really can make the biggest difference in somebody's life. It is Christmas in July. That's what we're celebrating with Chef Maynard today. I can't wait to get into the kitchen. He doesn't only have fruitcake, but many other things that he's going to bring to the table to prepare us. Come December, we're going to be ready. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, absolutely love that. Thank you so much. Gave us the perfect energy to see in the second hour of the show as we delve into our sport in just a moment. But first, our national news. And very much in the same purpose-driven lane. Let's start with Operation Smile and the incredible Rob Ferreira Hospital, who are providing free reconstructive surgery for children born with cleft lip and palate in Mbombela at the moment. And 16 children have now undergone successful procedures during the ongoing surgical program, with 31 patients screened. And although fewer operations than planned were actually completed, organisers say the initiative remains a massive success. And parents have welcomed the life-changing treatment, with one mother expressing gratitude after her child received surgeries that will help them enjoy a healthier, more confident future. It is all for the children. Well done. Now let's stay here in South Africa for another big moment of reckoning, as City Power have now paid more than 4 billion rand towards its overdue electricity debt of over 5 billion rand owed to Eskom. So the payment was made while a consultation under the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act, or PAJA, continues, and following Eskom's intervention in May this year, City Power has committed to making another payment by the 21st of August. And Eskom has extended the consultations process until the 22nd of August to assess representations received and, of course, monitor the city's compliance. And the utility says the outstanding debt remains unpaid despite progress being made. Now we can cast a wider gaze on the international news front. The Democratic Republic of Congo has now recorded more than 3,000 confirmed Ebola cases, including 1,354 deaths, sadly, as the outbreak spreads across now 5 provinces. So health officials say the epidemic is the fastest growing ever documented and is complicated by ongoing armed conflict in the country's east. And a strike by health workers over unpaid bonuses as well has also disrupted patient care. Despite the worsening crisis, researchers have begun testing an experimental vaccine targeting the Bundibugyo strain, offering hope for future containment efforts, but clearly a lot of work still needed in that area. Now, wildfires continue to devastate parts of France and Spain as we move to Europe now, forcing more than 330,000 people to evacuate as firefighters battle rapidly spreading flames as we speak. So France's Gironde region remains under severe threat as we speak, with thousands of homes destroyed and vast areas of forest burned. Then in Spain, fires have spread around Madrid, Avila and Valencia, prompting further evacuations. And again, the situation is worsening. Authorities warn that hot, dry conditions could worsen the crisis while emergency crews continue rescue efforts. And leaders have renewed calls for stronger climate action and recovery support. Now we stay in the area as Europe's air quality continues to improve, it seems, with new figures showing significant declines in harmful emissions across the continent. So the latest Copernicus Atmosphere Monitoring Service reports that credits long-term environmental policies coming to bear, cleaner technologies and improved transport systems for reducing the pollution. And industrial emissions of sulfur and nitrogen oxides have dropped sharply since 2015, while road transport has also recorded major reductions in key pollutants there as well. So although weather conditions can still influence yearly air quality, experts say the long-term trend remains very encouraging. And the findings highlighted how sustained environmental action can and are delivering healthier communities and a cleaner future for generations across Europe. Well done. Well, that's where we leave our 7 o'clock news bulletin. Let's get into the sport. All eyes on the continent. Let's start with WAFCON and a winning start to the Women's Africa Cup of Nations for hosts Morocco and fellow North Africans Algeria. So last tournament's runners-up, Morocco, they showed some intent with the start of their tournament, thumping Kenya 4-0, then Algeria defeating Senegal 2-0. Then the big one for us tonight, Banyana kick off their title campaign with a Group B clash up against Tanzania. Now we can get back into the Commonwealth Games, and Peter Kutsa is loving his time in the water. He claimed his second gold medal at the Commonwealth Games after winning the men's 200-metre backstroke. The South African adding the win to his earlier triumph in the 50-metre backstroke, continuing a very impressive campaign in Glasgow. Then his name is back in headlines. Chad Leclos also made history this weekend, becoming the most decorated male athlete in Games history, claiming incredibly his 19th Commonwealth Games medal. Well done. Now let's get back out onto the road. In fact, the journey is over, and he's done it again. Tadej Pogačar is on hallowed ground. He capped off another dominant Tour de France campaign, securing a record-equaling 5th yellow jersey. The incredible Slovenian athlete claiming 5 stage victories during this year's race, finishing 6 minutes, 26 seconds ahead of Belgium's Remco Evenepoel, who also had a fantastic race, and that was in the general classification. I think his average speed was around 22 kilometers an hour throughout. Unbelievable. Going a little bit faster, but with an engine, Lando Norris claimed a commanding victory at the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend, converting pole position into McLaren's first Formula One win of the season. And it meant a lot to him. The Brit briefly losing the league at one point at the start, but then regained control and composure before pulling away to finish more than 15 seconds clear of his closest rival, Red Bull's Max Verstappen, coming in second there, and Mercedes youngster Kimi Antonelli completing that podium in third. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Sure, the roads will be up and running. Let's get you to work safely.
Well, let's get straight into the roads. New traffic out in Durban and Pinetown. Congestion has been reported on the N3 southbound at the Mariannhill Toll Plaza. Now, motorists can expect delays in that area and are advised to allow for extra travel time as you head out on your Monday commute. Well, let's head into Cape Town now, out in the north, Bellville in particular. A stationary vehicle has been reported on the N1 outbound before Yiptiaga Drive, off the off-ramp that side. Now, the left lane is closed. However, no delays have been reported. Now, daily commuters are encouraged to remain alert and, of course, proceed with caution.
July, every fuel stop could be twice as rewarding. Fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card, and pay using your ABSA Visa card to unlock double rewards through Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA rewards. Enjoy up to 60% real cash back, plus up to R1 per litre with Shell V Plus rewards when using your ABSA Visa card, depending on your rewards tier. One fuel stop, 2 rewards programs. Double the rewards.
Well, on that good note, let's get into your weather for the rest of the week. Polokwane, you're our first stop with sunny skies that will brighten up your side of town today. Looking at your temperatures, they start from a low of 6 degrees and rise to a high of 23. Now, as we look ahead, sunny skies do continue to dominate heading into your week, with tomorrow's daytime highs settling at 22 degrees. Klerksdorp, on your side, sunny skies will take over your day today. As for your temperatures, they'll range between a cold 4 and a warmer high of 23. Now, the next 2 days remain mostly sunny with some passing clouds, while daytime highs stay pleasantly warm, sitting at 22 degrees from Tuesday through to Wednesday. Right, Pretoria, on your side of town, you'll have a sun-filled day ahead. As for your temperatures, they'll start at a chilly 9 and rise to a warmer 23-degree maximum. Going into the week, sunny skies are set to stay with daytime temperatures reaching 23 degrees tomorrow and then 21 degrees by midweek. In the city of Gold next, out in Johannesburg, your day is set to be dominated by some sunny skies. Temperatures range between a cold 6 and a warmer high of 19. Now, as we move into the week, daytime highs will settle at 19 degrees and then 18 by Wednesday through to Thursday. Mbombela, on your side of town, today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies. Temperatures, well, they'll move from a brisk 9 degrees and warm up very nicely to 24 as your high. Now, sunny skies do continue in the days ahead, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from a low of 11 degrees, doubling up to that high sitting at 22. And then out in the beautiful Bloemfontein, you'll start your day off with some sunny skies. Temperatures sit between a crisp 4 degree start and rises to a high of 22. As we head into the week, sunny skies turn cloudy by tomorrow until midweek, with daytime temperatures moving between 17 to 19. To the coastline we go. Out in Richards Bay, you can expect mostly sunny skies with moderate northwesterly winds. Now, your temperatures range between a cool 16 and rise by 10 degrees to a comfortable 26. Sunny skies will, however, turn cloudy and wet as the rain starts increasing from Tuesday onwards. Durban, on your side of town today, will be dominated by mostly sunny skies. Having a look at your temperatures, your minimum is sitting at 16, your max 24. Now, you're in for a wet week ahead with rain chances averaging around 40%, starting off tomorrow strong at 90%. Mthatha, let's see what's happening your side. You can expect some sunny skies across your region. Also some rain, but this time chanced at 25%. Your temperatures will range between 8 and 24. Now, tomorrow also brings cloudy and wet conditions with rain forecast at 100%. Your temperatures will move between 7 and 13. In Uba, your side of town, you can expect some sunny skies. Your temperatures will move between a chilly 8 and a high sitting at 23. Now, sun-filled skies give way to cloudy and wet conditions tomorrow with a high 85% chance of rain that will ease to 40% by Wednesday. And then out in Kugompo City on this Monday, you'll look up to mostly sunny skies today. Your temperatures, well, they'll range from a cool 13 to a high of 22. Enjoy the warmth of today as cloudy and wet weather patterns do lie ahead for you. Some rain's coming your way tomorrow, sitting at a chance of 100%. And then out in Gqeberha, heavy rain is forecast at 80% today with noticeable southwesterly winds. As for your temperatures, they'll range between 13 and 19 with that 80% chance of rain. And a chilly 11 degree start gives way to a high of 15 tomorrow with that rain persistent. In the gorgeous George, today brings heavy rain chanced at 75%. Your temperatures will range between 11 and 16. As for tomorrow, it does bring cloudy skies with a 50% chance of rain, while temperatures remain cool throughout your day. Let's head along that coastline now in the Western Cape. We land in Cape Town, where drizzle is likely during the morning hours, accompanied by winds reaching 43 kilometers per hour. Temperatures will sit between 12 and 16 degrees. And the next 2 days bring sunny skies with cool 9 degrees start, before temperatures jump to 18 and 19 by Wednesday. Sutherland on your side today sees sunny skies across your region. Zoning into your temperatures, it's a nippy 4 degrees start with a high of 17 waiting for you. Heading into the weekend, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions take over, with daytime highs ranging between 10 and 19. All right, Kimberly, on your side of town, sunny skies are set to hold steady throughout your Monday. Temperatures start from a cold 6 and then hit a 25-degree high. Now, sunful days are set to define the week ahead with dry conditions and clear skies set in place. Final stop, it is Uppington, of course. Today promises plenty of sunshine from start to finish. A cool 8 degrees start makes way for a warmer afternoon high sitting at 28 degrees. Now, sunny skies define the days ahead, clear of any rain, with tomorrow's temperatures warming nicely from 5 to 26. All right, 6 o'clock was beautiful. We had a view of Kariga, and now heading into a different province out in Gauteng. Edenvale is where we're zoning in on, because Zenande Sibeni sent this absolutely gorgeous image. I love the fact that you probably pulled over because the sun hit you at the perfect angle, and you thought, I've got to just snap a picture. Absolutely gorgeous, Zenande, and thank you so much for doing your country so proud and showing the gorgeousness of Gauteng. 21 degrees is what you can experience and enjoy today. And we've got one more to get into. Which province shall we delve into next? Only one way to tell, for you to WhatsApp us on 063 036 9649. For now, though, the second hour of the show beckons. G-Man, what's coming up?
Well, now we know it's 21 degrees in the Vale. Enjoy that today. We are less focused on inland and more on the coastal regions. Why? Because it is World Drowning Prevention Day. And we are going to give you guys, seeing as it is Christmas in July, the gift of storytelling on another level. Maltwana Spey is here to tell an incredible story. The NSRI, of course, they do it every single day. He's there with Andrew, who I think we owe a massive debt of gratitude to. We're going to find out exactly what this incredible organization do through one unbelievable moment. If you remember the Claremont floods and what happened, how people had to rally to create an absolute miracle in that moment, we get a front row seat after this.
Hello.
Graham, it's my name.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day with us as we continue the celebrations of Christmas in July. We were reminded that the greatest gifts often come in the form of compassion, incredible courage and selfless service. And I think embodying that, the NSRI's latest documentary tells the remarkable story of the Claremont Flood Rescue, where volunteers risked their lives to save 23 stranded people during the devastating Western Cape floods. What a moment. Now joining us are Andrew Ingram, the head of communications at the NSRI, and filmmaker Milt van der Spey. You might be a little traumatized. He brought this inspiring story to the screen. I talk about a front row seat. He was there. Let's give them a very warm Expresso welcome. We don't have a live studio audience. I'm sorry, man. I keep offering to hire one just to follow me around. Guys, thank you so much for doing this. Andrew, thank you for your service. 45 years of service. Your role has obviously changed as you have gone through this journey. Why? Why devote your life to this team, to this culture, to this family?
I just think it's a calling for so many of us. It's just what we do. I was extremely fortunate in that I grew up in Buckhoven, right above the rescue shed. And as a child, I saw the big guys responding, and sometimes they would rescue somebody and bring them back. And I thought when I turned 16, that's what I want to do. And so when I was 16, I was down there with my ID book, and
you were
ever
there.
since.
The rest is history. Now, marked down in history for all time, which I absolutely love. This day, when we think about the flood rescue efforts in Claremont on that day, what made this such an horrendous and standout day in your journey?
So I think it's the way that things are changing with climate change and so on is very interesting. And traditionally, way back in '67 and the early '70s, what the NSRI did was sea rescue. And we have since adapted what we do hugely, and a lot of our efforts and so on is put into prevention now. So teaching, especially disadvantaged children, how to stay safe and how to float, how to swim if they get into difficulty, and now responding to floods. And I think that this call initially it was for 6 people trapped on roofs just outside of Rawsonville. And when our squads got there, the team from Claremont was the team that looked after that lot. They found something completely different. And that is really what we train for, to have it's ordinary people doing extraordinary things
off the map.
with good training and excellent equipment.
And then you must just slot in and be sensitive, but also capture the story. Oh, you're right. I mean, to be thrown into this kind of makeup when you are not prepared as they are prepared, what was that experience like for you? How did you balance that out?
I think there's a million ways to tell a story, so we try and stay as sensitive as possible, but for us, we always try and pivot to the most positive for everyone type of story. So in this case, we shifted our lens and spoke from the volunteers' perspective, and which we do quite a bit, because that's kind of the only way to really
to get it,
to communicate the story, and that's kind of also all that we had. So that volunteers' perspective really allows us to tell the story in its completion. Yeah.
I love that, and a voice to those that obviously don't demand it. They're not looking for the validation of a film to be made about them, but boy, isn't it nice to take us inside that journey? Why was it important to tell this from the volunteers' perspective?
I think, as I said earlier, it's ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So, for example, if you have a tap blowing up at home, you order a plumber and he'll come and fix it. But when you have NSRI people responding to you, you have a lawyer, a plumber, a doctor, a filmmaker, and it's people from completely diverse backgrounds who all have the same passion. And I think that that's what makes the organization so amazing, is that nobody is paid. All of our volunteers who respond do it because they want to. If they're passionate about it, they want to be there. And if they don't want to be there, they leave. And that's why you have such an amazing rescue team, because people want to be there, they want to do it, they want to learn, and they want to help people.
And it must make the culture there so vitally important, because you need to keep that pull. What surprised you the most? Was it finding a lawyer doing unlawyery things? Was it a common trend? Was it one person? What blew your mind through the process?
I think, like, over the past couple of years that we've been working with the NSRI, I knew nothing when we started working with them. And the first day I walked into the VSC, there was this energy just hanging in there. And I thought to myself, like, what's in the water here? Because something must be going on. But since then, it's just like, it's peeling away the layers of this organization. And it's so incredibly layered and dynamic. You've got lawyers, you've got teachers, you've got, it's
lifers.
Yeah, and they volunteer in rescue and in the retail store and in survival swimming training, and it's more and more, it's just an incredible organization.
I was going to say thank you for doing this, but I think you have now been connected to the same purpose that he's been connected. So I'm sure we're going to see many more of these. But I know there were triumphant moments, but absolute tragedy as well. So I think rather than me trying to tell this beautiful story with all of its pain, I think if today's conversation has inspired you, this next story is going to bring just a snippet of some of these threads together from the incredible NSRI's moving 10-minute documentary on what was an unbelievable moment of human triumph and tragedy inside the Kleinmond flood rescue. Let's take a look.
We got the call to go and stand by in Worcester area early on Tuesday morning.
Not a lot of information. Worcester, that was the information. Worcester and Swiftwater. The only thing that was on my mind at the time was, this is my first Swiftwater call out.
In a flood situation, everything is a risk. So you don't actually know what's coming your way. It could be a simple thing or something that you haven't seen before.
We really had no idea what was waiting for us. And even at that time, we all knew there were floods happening, but we didn't really understand what the extreme would be.
You more or less know the Worcester area in terms of fields and vineyards and so on. Nothing really seemed wrong. And as we got closer to Worcester, you could start seeing the rivers in flood.
The stuff that we saw was a lot of traffic, trucks standing for miles, a lot of trucks laying on their sides. So we knew it's not going to be a day-to-day normal activity.
Next to the road, there's water, there's cows, horses, everything that flees. I think surreal is the main word for me there.
We had to cross over a segment of the old N1 which had fast-moving floodwater going over it. And I believe it was the metro services said, don't buckle your seatbelts. That was probably my most nervous moment because I knew what was implied by that recommendation.
There were quite a couple of calls. So as we got to the metro base, you could see they were stretched to their limits. The guys were tired. They'd been going for a couple of days already, since late Sunday night, basically, with the winds.
When we got to the farm, the thing that hit me the hardest was when we started hearing the workers yelling and saying help.
Initially, John told us there's 6 people on the roofs. By that time, they were on the roofs and in the water for about 30 hours. The only place we could launch was in quite a dangerous position close to a bridge with water fast flowing under that bridge. I put 2 rescue swimmers there with throw bags in the case that we got sucked underneath that bridge and then proceeded on.
Okay, so die plan is, ons gaan op, daar's 'n tamelike sterk current wat hier vloei.
It is quite intimidating and you see pallets going past the road and it just looks like chaos everywhere. It looks like a big dam and you know for a fact like there's not supposed to be water here.
The most nerve-wracking part of that environment is if someone were to go overboard in that water, you don't know what's underneath it. You don't know how easy it would be to respond to someone going overboard. The water carries them fast. There's a lot of debris in the water.
There was always a kind of cautiousness but then you just need to stick with what you trained and trust the process.
Skulk and Mike went in first to see how they can get to the house, but this was completely different from anything that we were trained for.
We got to the houses. The first impression was there wasn't just 6 people, actually there were 23 people on 2 houses.
We saw people on the roof, we see people looking through windows, we saw holes in the roof, we saw ladders.
With the adrenaline and everything going, the people just started handing us the kids.
I know you did. My little heart is beating, and I know you do this every day, so thank you so much for a lifetime of service, but for many moments like that. I understand this is available for all of us to watch for free. Where can we find it, and how can we connect with you?
So the answer to finding this is on the NSRI's YouTube channel. Just search for us there, you'll find it very quickly. And on our website, I think, there's a really good website, nsri.org.za, where you can see the stories of things that we do, you can support us, and of course on social media, we're on all the channels. So have a look for the NSRI, either on your social media channel of choice or pop across to YouTube and watch this movie.
It looks good. It looks really good, man. And I know there's a lot of content there. Thank you so much. I know your stuff normally doesn't come cheap, so thanks for coming out for free. No, we absolutely love what you guys are doing in this space. Thank you so much. We know this is a show that is very much connected to our beautiful blue planet, but that comes with the responsibility of looking after ourselves and each other. So thank you so much. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, we are celebrating Christmas in July in studio, and it's a perfect opportunity to reflect on the power of gratitude. We're reminded that the most meaningful gifts aren't always brand new. Sometimes they're the ones given with kindness, generosity, and a lot of love.
Intent. That intention behind it does make a difference to the recipient. And this morning, Zaid Abrams, founder of the We Give Toys organization, joins us to show how one unwanted toy can become a treasured gift and bring joy to a child who needs it most. So thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Good morning. Thank you
well
for having
done.
me.
Welcome, Zaid.
Thank you.
We Give Toys. I
Yes.
mean, it began with a simple idea, giving old toys new home.
Yes.
So tell us more about this. What made you realize that a change needs to happen here with maybe the neglect of old toys?
I'll give you the story. I was always involved with charity, and I ended up at an orphanage. And I arrived at the same time as another person donating, and she came with burgers and chips. So I'm thinking, okay, is the toys, and as we both walked in, the caregiver said, oh, you arrived, it's lunchtime, the kids are hungry and they're excited. I'm standing one side with a box of toys and all the kids came running to me.
They said, leave the burger and chips.
I'm not going to eat, and I just realized that, even with that hungry stomach, the need to play with a doll or a teddy bear or a car, in that moment, I knew they just wanted to feel like kids again.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about eating and enjoying the burger and chips. And that was quite profound, and I realized there's something here. And from there, it sort of grew in that moment as well.
So we are hoping to just grow the style. Our crew very kindly all stepped up, and some of them dropped off a few pre-loved toys just to add to the mix. Thank you, Lucy. There is something about meeting a child where they are in their phase of development. Thanks, Lucy. The difference it makes when a child gets that time and attention. It's not just the toy that they're playing with. Something else is happening. What difference do you see in the children once they get plugged into that?
I think the word hope. A lot of them are abandoned and abused. And the reality that they live in is of disconnect. And that toy takes them out of that struggle for that moment. Just so that they can feel like children again. Because if you think about the stories, it's horrendous, right? And things that we're exposed to that are here, it's quite depressing for a 6-year-old to go through all of that. And that toy, that teddy bear, it just takes them back into that innocence. And that is the key for what we're doing, is to sort of reignite that innocence within them as well. Which has been robbed. It's been lost.
Taken from
it's
them.
been taken from them. So there's no ownership. And there's more toys. So it's that innocence that we're trying to sort of reignite by giving these toys. So hope is the key word.
Is the currency.
Yeah,
hope is the currency.
I mean, the innocence, like you said, also gets stripped away.
I mean, you know what it was like when you received your first gift.
Yeah.
Think of these kids that are not receiving those gifts. They're robbed of those memories, of those feelings.
Yeah.
And this is what we want to do, is sort of reignite that as well.
And I also think of those worlds of imagination, right?
Learning.
For learning, for figuring things out.
Yeah.
You get a doll, it's not just a teddy bear, it's not just a doll.
It's
that
those motor
becomes part of your life.
Yeah, it's all of those things that sort of gets reignited or reintroduced.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are quite young and they've gone through so much trauma. And that part of it gets lost as well.
And this is the South African narrative we know, but I think we're also discovering through organizations like yourselves that once you put in the effort and the process work is done, we can move past the trauma.
Of course.
And you're left with these incredibly resilient, powerful young people. But they need that support structure around them. Thank you, Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
Let it flow. This says to me there is a responsibility as well, because we're not just offloading unwanted goods. We are reimagining and rebirthing something that has been loved and has a journey and a story, and there's something quite powerful about that. So what do you need from the people, from us? How does this work?
Go into your garages, go into your attics, go into your storage containers and just take out what I refer to as pre-love, as opposed to use, right? Because it was loved once before, and we want to reignite that love with those toys. Go and get them, contact us at We Give Toys. We'll take care of the rest.
Really?
So
You come and pick up everything?
we pick up where we can.
You also
we
fix.
courier where we can.
You also fix broken
we
toys.
fix as well. I put my daughters to work.
Thank you, Bernie.
No one gets a free ride at the Abrams household.
And they don't even get a toy to take home.
My daughters and my wife, they're busy cleaning.
Bern.
They got to clean up. They got to package, and so pre-loved. So that's really what we're asking people. You have the power to make those changes by just giving a small donation.
Thanks, Bri. And there's no age limit, right? It's
no age
toys
limits
for little kids
Yeah,
to
we
older.
go up to teenagers as well.
Wow.
Especially with the teens, we're looking at more of the educational stuff, books, even anything like that. So.
This says to me that you've made purpose an everyday thing. And I think that was the energy of this Mandela Day, was very much people thinking, how can I make this 365?
Yeah.
I think we know that we need more now.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for someone who's sitting in a similar stage of life to you, wanting to do more? What has this brought you?
I think there's a saying, the best among you are those who are benefit to others.
I like that. Yeah.
You know, and if you really think about that line and understand what that means, especially in a country like South Africa, we're amazingly resilient. We've got a lot of empathy for people because we ourselves live in a place of struggle as well.
Sure.
So if you don't think that the smallest gesture doesn't have a greater effect as well. You know, we talk about the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
That little toy could produce a world leader 20, 30 years from now. So those are the things. Don't sort of discount your small effort. And, you know, I always think about the story with the boy and the horse. You know? The horse says to the boy, we have to navigate this dark forest and to get to the light on the other side. And the boy says to the horse, I can't see the light. And the horse says to the boy, can you see your next step? And he says, yes. Then take your next step.
That's really it. We keep getting reminded about that every single day, one step at a time.
Take your next step.
It's those incremental moments.
Yeah, and this is your next step.
Absolutely. Zaid, thank you so much
you
for
very
joining
much
us
for
here
having
today.
me.
Lovely. Thank you, sir, for doing what you do.
Thank you to the crew also
Well done, team.
at work at Good Hope FM. Jerry Saunders has contributed with her daughter Gabby also.
Thank you.
So thank you for also giving back in that type of way. And here we are. We Give Toys is proving that generosity doesn't have to be expensive.
Come on.
It can start with something you literally already have at home.
Okay, so please start looking around your home right now. And if you want to find out more about what they do, pour some more energy and resources into that, along with the pre-loved toys, please connect with them. We Give Toys. Absolutely love that.
Thank you, Zaid. We appreciate your efforts. Keep them coming in as we celebrate Christmas in July
Now
on the
it feels
show
like
today. It does, doesn't it? A gift is always something that makes us, or at least takes us there. And we know that it's also about gratitude. So we had a question for you.
We put it to you this morning, bright and early. What one act of kindness someone showed you that you'll never forget? And we asked you to share your stories with us, and let's see how you are feeling. Because I would imagine a lot of people have been affected by these random acts of kindness. DC Class saying, the act of kindness I'll never forget is my mom never giving up on me, even when I made mistakes. So love, patience, and belief in me helped shape who I am today. That's a gift I'll always be grateful. Come on, you're going to take us right there to mommies and
Right
the kind of
heart.
gratitude. Oh.
Thank you, DC Class. Dwayne Clarkson says, one act of kindness I'll never forget was when someone believed in me during a time I was struggling and reminded me I was stronger than I thought. They didn't judge me. They simply listened and encouraged me and gave me hope when I needed it most. That kindness has stayed with me and something I'll always try to pass on to others. And it is a ripple effect, one to the other to the other.
You pass it forward. That's how it works. Mark Gavin knows this well. Good morning, Expresso show. The act of sitting on the opposite side of a seesaw serves as a powerful metaphor for balance, mutual trust, and shared effort of kindness and gratitude. Well, Mark, you are that. You are our balancing act on this emotional seesaw of this show. Now, we love the fact that there is so much passion and purpose flowing through these spaces at the moment. We are so grateful for that.
Definitely. Another reminder, We Give Toys. If you want their social media, jump on ours and we'll have all those details plugged right in. Speaking about plugging in, let's get into some entertainment after the break. We meet a wife as well as a husband duo, Porcelain Moon, and we can't wait to get into their music and also their behind the scenes. We'll see you right now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome back on this beautiful Monday morning after we definitely are getting into the goodness of somebody that's captured our audiences. The two of them were known as Emerger, but now they've changed it up, and we're so excited to have them on our couch. It's a talented Cape Town husband and wife duo that embraced a new identity and a new chapter as Porcelain Moon, a name that reflects the evolution of their music and also their creative vision. Now, with a growing international fan base, new music in the works, and an intimate performance at the Two Oceans Aquarium's After Dark series coming up, they're here to share what this exciting new chapter has in store. But first, let's take a look at their music before we get to know them more.
When you kissed me in the club, I couldn't get enough. My blood pressure rise. You give me sweet feelings. I don't believe it. Give me a sugar rush now, baby. You got
When we say feel good, we are talking about them. It's Porcelain Moon, everybody! Welcome, guys, and thanks for joining us this morning. Listen, we're so excited to have Jerry Mattia as well as Emma De Hudo with us this morning on our couch. Guys, welcome, and thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us.
The music is nice.
Thank
the
you.
The music is making us feel like yes, we
vibing.
also, yes, vibing out, convertible top down, going to the beach. But let's talk about the evolution, right?
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned, Porcelain Moon came after Emerger.
Yeah.
So what happened? Why the change? And where are we now in our lives?
Yeah, I think we just wanted to have a name that reflects more of the sound that we make.
Yeah.
So we started writing a new album, and we wrote a song called Porcelain Moon.
Sure.
And it sort of chronicles our journey as musos, and we just really loved the name and thought that was the one that we wanted to
great
get behind.
name.
So yeah,
It's a great name. It
Thank
also
you.
gives that sort of indie feel,
Yes.
that feel-good feel that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And I love that you've hinted that you've been busy working behind the scenes with some new
Yes,
music.
we
What are
have.
you working on? You've got a surprise for us.
Well,
we love surprises on your
we
Feel Good Breakfast Show.
have- we have-
Dum.
we have an album out.
Ooh, careful, careful.
So this is our full-length debut album.
I'm obsessed with the cover art.
And we're very, very proud of it. It took a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and we're very excited to be performing this music at our show this Wednesday at the Aquarium for After Dark.
You got to tell me a bit more about that, because
Yeah.
aquarium, music, how
Yeah.
is this coming together?
It's a really cool series hosted Texan City.
Yeah.
They're hosting this amazing series at the Aquarium. And yeah, we're really excited. We've put together an amazing band, local jazz musicians to really kind of transform the songs for live. And we're just very, very excited
Oh my
for the show.
gosh.
So please come.
Yes, guys, congratulations. This is so exciting.
Thank
I mean,
you.
the cover art looks great. The music is absolutely incredible as well. Finding your sound, your musical
Yeah.
identity, your storytelling. How do these concepts come together, especially when working with other musicians, when working with each other as husband and wife?
Well, I mean, we met at school.
No.
So we go way back.
Yeah.
And obviously found, a love for songwriting, and we connected through that.
Similar influences, similar
Like
artists.
who? Like who, Jerry?
For instance, Coldplay was
Yeah.
a massive influence.
Yeah.
The first song I heard Emma sing was Amsterdam by Coldplay.
Incredible.
Yes, at
Yeah.
a talent competition. So I was like blown away. I was like, gotta get her.
And then you got
to
down
sing
on
my
one
song.
knee and you were like,
A
let's get
couple of years
married.
later. But yeah, essentially.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yes, yeah, other bands as well, but Coldplay was like that one band that we
Yeah.
were like, and we saw them obviously in Cape Town when they were here, so that was fantastic.
Yeah, so we've just been writing together for many years and like finding our sound through kind of creating together.
Yes,
So
yeah.
but it's
many
all
late
very
nights in the studio,
Yeah.
and then that dreamy element just seeps in.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, I was going to ask you what the creative process would be like, because being in a relationship is one thing, but then adding the extra layer and pressure of now putting an album together and producing music,
Yeah.
I'm sure it has its highs and lows, right?
For sure,
Definitely,
definitely. It's not easy writing an album, but it's nice to do it with
your person.
With your
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So that's great. And
It's gratifying when it all comes together, and you know, before a song is written, there's nothing, and it's a
Yeah.
blank page, and your session on your computer where you record to is completely clean, and then you start layering one by one. And so
Yeah.
I'll usually start with a melodic or a harmonic idea, put a couple of sounds, layer them, and then
I'll
Emma,
be like, yes, let's
This
do
is the
that.
one.
and I'm ready for the, yes.
And then
the-
I kind of
okay.
come in with the lyrics and the
And the
kind of the
vocal
top line,
melody,
the vocal melody.
yes.
So
That is so beautiful. I always maintain that artists are magicians because the way you do that, from nothing into something beautiful that translates to the people
Totally.
and takes us elsewhere, puts us on a beach when we're in the middle of winter, is absolutely incredible. So this Wednesday,
Yes. Yes.
After Dark
After
at the
Dark.
Two Oceans, are tickets still available?
There's
Yes,
a couple,
there's a
there's a
couple
handful,
left.
but
Right.
it's close to sold out.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
goodness.
you
Love to
jump,
sell it
jump
out.
on it.
Well, that makes sense. It was just payday for so many people. So if you have some spare change lying around or you're willing to make that sacrifice, it is so worth it. Please hold up this album again. It is Porcelain Moon, and we'll be into their music in just a little bit. We get a treat of hearing 2 of their tracks. We'll see you now.
It's Christmas in July, and we are okay with that. Christmas cake is usually served politely in a neat little slice, okay? Not our style. Today, it is getting a fabulously savory makeover, and we could not be more excited. Chef Maynard Jobert transforms his famous festive fruitcake into a golden toasty layered with molten brie, smoky bacon, brandy onion relish. We love the sound of that. We also love the sound of a smorgasbord of joy and happiness. Buddy, you've just reversed the whole festive season, and it's okay. I think the whole world is okay with that.
Yes.
The flavor combinations stand the test of time with reason. So it's so exciting now to start playing. But talk us through the insanity of what is going on here.
Okay, fantastic. So first of all, we're going to do a tray bake, which I absolutely love. Tray bakes are fantastic.
So you mean
Even-
everything in the tray go in chips?
Yes. And it's wonderful for entertaining large groups, family, whatever. And yeah, so we're going to start off. We've got also already roasted some beautiful pork sausages, fresh grapes, and red onions that we've roasted in the oven with some olive oil, a little bit of garlic. And then we're going to make a dressing over here, which I'm quite excited about.
You just glossed over the roasted grapes here like it's not a thing, like you haven't just taken a bunch of grapes and roasted them. What's the watchword? What are we trying to achieve with roasting the grapes here? And what does that bring? Because it does feel unbelievably festive.
Yes, it does. It just brings out all the flavor of the grapes, and it adds just the beautiful sort of a caramelized, sugary taste to it.
It's almost like an ode to the cranberry.
Yes. And in goes our cranberry syrup. Talking about cranberries, cranberry and fig syrup with a little bit of balsamic. And to that, we're going to add whole grain mustard. I love whole grain mustard.
And I'm beginning to understand figs are something you love. The sugar content,
Yes,
I'm guessing.
definitely.
The candied flavor. It
Yeah,
kind of feels
yeah.
like a sweet already.
Exactly.
But this seems to be layered into a few of your things. I mean, I know you said you were proud of the packaging. It is exquisite.
It is exquisite, eh?
Exquisite.
Yeah.
You must still be buzzing after when they revealed this to you. You must have been bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. I worked with 2 fantastic designers, and I mean, they just brought everything to the table. Okay. So
Nailed
yeah,
it.
we've got our tray bake, and now we're going to add to this some croutons, which is love. Any kind of old bread that's left over, you can use.
Very clever.
This is a baguette that we roasted with some olive oil, so nothing goes to waste. And we're going to add some lovely bread to that.
And what I'm loving about this is because you're starting to understand the festive joy where we do get funky. We have a little bit of sweet with the salty, but we need things to cut through as well.
Exactly.
We need
And
a
bulk it
change
out.
we need a change in texture as well, because you've got a lot of fat, you've got a lot of sugar. You want the great mouthfeel to go with it. I love this broken, chunky bread. It's like the most ingenious way of using leftovers.
Yeah, so we added some pecan nuts here and then some pomegranates, rubies, which I always think is so beautiful. It just adds color and it adds flavor when you bite into
And
it.
it's slightly more
beautiful and
acidic. It's
juicy.
going to have a bit more of a pop
Yes, and then we've got some goat's cheese, but if you've got cheese left over from a cheese board or whatever, use it. Don't let anything go to waste.
This is going to create a new way of eating,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
such
yeah.
a clever way of combining flavors because you can echo, the kind of inspiration in terms of the festive, but it still feels very local.
Yeah.
It feels quite seasonal. It doesn't feel like we're spending money we don't have to
But
create a
smell
meal we haven't earned.
How beautiful that is.
Wow.
So we're just going to drizzle this over.
And that's got a pop of acidity there.
It does,
That's got, it
and
wakes you up,
sweetness.
eh?
Well,
My
this is going to be
goodness.
lovely. And then our last, just a touch of fresh and green. We've got some fresh rocket that we're just going to put over. And there, you can see how easy that was, and you can feed a whole crowd with this.
And everyone will get what they want. Everyone can get a bespoke mouthful.
Yes.
You can take what you like. That being said, I'm going to actually take that and do it
Please,
right now
taste,
because I don't even know what utensil you would use to eat from a board like this.
Yeah.
Going to try a bit of the goat's milk. Try and get some of that beautiful cranberry, excuse the fingers, but get in there. Also feels quite grown up.
Nee.
Hey? It really does. It's got complexity to it.
Yeah.
For something you've just thrown together with whatever you had lying around, I say with reason. It's got the textures of a festive blowout, but it's the flavor combinations. That sweet, the sour, the crunch, the everything is so beautiful.
And I encourage people, use things that are in season, use things that are around your house, leftovers, whatever, put it on a plate, roast it in the oven. Bob's your uncle.
Just put it all on my plate. That's the key. I absolutely love that. I think there is an opportunity to have a little bit of fun with this as well. Just start experimenting a little bit with the flavors that you know you love. But with something like this, I can guarantee you there is not one person who is going to be disappointed at the table. But this also speaks to breaking the bread and sharing. And I love that. Christmas in July, Christmas in August, Christmas every month. I'm here for that. Stick around, there's more to come. Wow.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I know you've been waiting for that entertainment box to be ticked, and they are ticking it in a big way. Of course, you heard them bring out their LP when it comes to their album Porcelain Moon with Wishbone. Take it away, guys.
Thank you. So this is an acoustic version of our song Wishbone. Hope you enjoy.
Pull me apart in feel so tender, it's hard to ignore. I can feel you fading. All the veins in me are changing. Too many hooks I got caught on. Throw me a wishbone, around your fingers for too long. Little wishbone, pull the trigger. I've got my fingers crossed that the love lost here you'll find in someone else's arms. Well, isn't there more to us than flesh and blood? Baby, you know it all comes back around. Oh, I can feel you fading. All the veins in me are changing. Too many hooks I get caught on. Throw me a wishbone, around your fingers for too long. Little wishbone, pull the trigger. Been breaking mirrors for too long. Now you're not here, you don't have a hold on me. Around your fingers for too long. Little wishbone, pull the trigger.
Yes. Absolutely beautiful. Remember that name, Porcelain Moon. All right, stream their music across all platforms and make sure that you support them. Still a few tickets left for that After Dark that's happening at the aquarium out in Cape Town. So make sure that you go ahead and support. For now, though, that beautiful music has brought us to the top of the hour. Let's get into your 8 o'clock national news headlines. We're investigating Directorate Against Corruption head, Advocate Andrea Johnson, has asked National Director of Public Prosecutions Advocate Andy Motibi and the presidency to release her from office immediately. Now, in a letter seen by SABC News, Johnson describes the past 5 months as marked by unprecedented attacks on her personally, but also professionally. Now, she's appearing before the Madlanga Commission over allegations of misconduct during her prosecutorial career and leadership of IDAC, but says South Africa cannot afford another commission. In other news in our country and good news at that Operation Smile and Rob Ferreira Hospital are providing free reconstruction surgery for children born with cleft lip, palate in Mbombela. Now, 16 children have undergone successful procedures during the ongoing surgical program, with 31 patients screened. Although fewer operations than planned were completed, organizers say the initiative remains a success. Now, parents have welcomed the life-changing treatment, with one mother expressing gratitude after her child received surgeries that will help them enjoy a healthier, more confident future. Well, let's take a look internationally now at your headlines. We start with US President Donald Trump that has paused military strikes on Iran for a second consecutive night, allowing diplomatic efforts to continue. Now, US Ambassador Mike Waltz says the administration is giving negotiations more time while keeping all military options available. Iran says it has also halted retaliatory attacks. Now, the pause follows weeks of escalating conflict that disrupted a previous ceasefire. Talks over the Strait of Hormuz remain central to easing tensions as concerns over global energy supplies and regional stability do persist. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of Congo has recorded more than 3,000 confirmed cases of Ebola, including 1,354 deaths, as the outbreak spreads across 5 provinces. Now, health officials say the epidemic is the fastest growing ever documented and is complicated by ongoing armed conflict in the country's east. Now, a strike by health workers over unpaid bonuses has also disrupted patient care. Despite the worsening crisis, researchers have begun testing an experimental vaccine targeting the Bundibugyo strain, offering hope for future containment efforts. Let's close off on the news of mommy madness with actress Aubrey Plaza that shared a heartwarming update on her pregnancy. posting candid Instagram photos as she prepares to welcome her first child with actor Christopher Abbott. Now, the images include a playful mirror selfie revealing her baby bump and also moments of the couple learning how to assemble their baby. Last partner passed away, making the milestone especially meaningful. Fans have welcomed the updates celebrating Plaza and Abbott as they embrace parenthood together with optimism and joy. That's a feel-good way to close off your news for this Monday. Let's check in with your last bit of sports.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's dive in with some continental football. And was a winning start to the Women's African Cup of Nations for hosts Morocco and fellow North Africans Algeria yesterday. So last tournament's runners-up Morocco, they made their intent very clear from the start. They thumped Kenya 4-0 and Algeria defeated Senegal 2-0. But the big one for us tonight, Banyana looking to repeat their 2022 efforts as they kick off their title campaign with a Group B clash up against Tanzania. Now, we've got the small matter of the Commonwealth Games to wrap our heads around as well. Peter Kutsa, he is got it pegged down. He claimed his second gold medal of the Commonwealth Games after winning the men's 200-metre backstroke. The South African adding the win to his earlier triumph in the 50-metre backstroke, continuing a very impressive Games campaign in Glasgow. Then he's back in the headlines. Chad Leclos also made history this weekend, becoming the most decorated male athlete in Games history, after claiming his incredible 19th Commonwealth medal. Congratulations, my friend. Now we can get back onto the road on two wheels as Tadej Pogačar now enters into hallowed space. He capped off another dominant Tour de France campaign, securing a record-equaling 5th yellow jersey. Incredible performance. The Slovenian claiming 5-stage victories at a record pace of, I think, about 22 kilometers an hour throughout. He finished 6 minutes and 26 seconds ahead of Belgium's Remco Evenepoel, who also had a brilliant campaign in that general classification. Now let's get a little bit faster on four wheels as Lando Norris claimed a commanding victory at the Hungarian Grand Prix and a notable one for his team, converting pole position into McLaren's first Formula One win of the season. So the Brit briefly did lose that lead at the start, but pulled something out the bag, regained control before pulling away and finishing more than 15 seconds clear of his closest competitor, Red Bull's Max Verstappen, and then Mercedes youngster Kimi Antonelli. He completed the podium in third. That's a wrap of your sport. Good luck, Banyana tonight as they take on Tanzania. But right now, of course, you've got to take on the road. So let's see what the traffic is looking like.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's check it out in the mother city in Milnerton, where the roads are busy. Congestion has been reported on the N7 southbound at Bosmansdam Road. Daily commuters can expect delays and are advised to allow for some extra travel time. That's the only incident to report on at this time. We wish you the best on the roads as we give you a final update on your weather. All right, Polokwane, our first stop. Sunny skies will brighten up your region today. Temperatures start from a low of 6 degrees, rising to that high sitting at 23. As we look ahead, sunny skies continue to dominate heading into your week, with tomorrow's daytime highs settling at 22 degrees. Klerksdorp, on your side of town, sunny skies will take over your Monday. Temperatures range between a cold 4, but it warms up nicely to 23 degrees. Now, the next 2 days remain mostly sunny with passing clouds, while daytime highs stay pleasantly warm at 22 degrees with a low start of 6 degrees. And then out in Pretoria, you'll have a sun-filled day that lies ahead for you. Temperatures range between a minimum of 9 and that high sitting at 23. Then as we go into the week, sunny skies are set to stay with daytime temperatures reaching 23 degrees tomorrow and 21 by Wednesday. What's happening in the City of Gold? Well, out in Johannesburg, your day is set to be dominated by some sunny skies. Temperatures range between a cold 6 and warms up nicely to 19 degrees. And then as we move into the week, daytime highs will settle at 19 degrees tomorrow and 18 consistently on Wednesday and Thursday. Mbombela, today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies on your side. Temperatures move from a brisk 9, but rises to a high of 24. Now, sunny skies continue in the days ahead, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from that low sitting at 11 and that high doubling up to 22. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, you'll start your day off with some sunny skies. Temperatures sit between a crisp 4 and that high sitting at 22. As we head into the week, sunny skies turn cloudy by tomorrow till midweek, with daytime temperatures moving between 17 and 19 degrees this week. And then out in Richards Bay, expect mostly sunny skies. There will be some moderate northwesterly winds that you can expect. Temperatures range between a cool 16 and a more comfortable degree 26. Sunny skies will turn cloudy and wet by tomorrow with rain chanced at 60%. By Wednesday, that decreases slightly to 50. All right, Durban on your side today will be dominated by mostly sunny skies. Temperatures range from a chilly 12 degrees to a more pleasant high sitting at 24. Now you are in for a wet week ahead with rain chance averaging around 40%, starting off tomorrow very strongly at 90% chance of rain. In Tata on your side of town, expect sunny skies across your region today. Your rain is chanced at 25%. Temperatures will range between 8 and 24, but tomorrow it does bring some cloudy and wet conditions. There's a 100% chance of rain, and then on Wednesday, a 95% chance of rain. In Uba, on your side, you can expect some sunny skies. As for your temperatures, they'll move between a chilly 8 and a high sitting at 23. Now, sun-filled skies give way to cloudy and wet conditions tomorrow, with a high sitting at 85%, that rain easing to 40% by Wednesday. Gugompo City, on this Monday, you'll look up to mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures will range from a cool 13 to a max sitting at 22. Now enjoy the warmth of today as cloudy and wet weather patterns do lie ahead for you, with cool to pleasant temperatures as the rain persists. Abeja, out in GQ, heavy rain is forecast at 80% today. There will be noticeable southwesterly winds. Now your temperatures, they do start from a low of 13 to the daytime high sitting at 19. Now a chilly 11 degree start gives way to a high of 15 tomorrow with that 80% chance of rain. And then in the gorgeous George, today brings heavy rain chanced at 75%. Your temps, they'll range between 11 and 16. Now tomorrow brings cloudy skies with a 50% chance of rain, while temperatures remain cool throughout your day. All right, Cape Town, your turn next. Drizzle is likely during the morning hours. That'll be accompanied by winds reaching 43 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures will sit between 12 and 16. As for the next 2 days, it will bring some sunny skies with a cool 9 degree start before temperatures climb to those highs sitting between 18 and 19 for the rest of the week. And then that brings us over to Sutherland, where today sees sunny skies across your region. Your temperatures will range from a nippy 4 degrees to a daytime high sitting at 17. Now heading into the weekend, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions take over, with daytime highs ranging between 10 and 19. Kimberley, on your side of town, sunny skies are set to hold steady throughout your Monday. Temperatures will start from a cold 6 to a pleasant high of 25. Now, sunful days are set to define the week ahead with dry conditions and clear skies set in place. Well, our final stop for this Monday is Uppington, of course, where today promises plenty of sunshine from start to finish. A cool 8 degree start makes way for a warm afternoon high sitting at 28 degrees. Now, sunny skies define the days ahead, clear of any rain, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 5 and 26. Well, a mixed bag of temperatures from heavy rain to sunny skies out in Uppies. Let's see what 8 o'clock has to bring for you. Before we get there, though, you know the deal. We've got to build it up a little bit. Let's recap 6 and 7 o'clock. Karika, you were up first at 6 a.m. Out in the Eastern Cape, where Esther Leon Solomon shared this beautiful morning view. Love the silhouette against the backdrop of that morning light. And then from Karika, we moved into Edenvale out in Gauteng. Zinande Sibeni sent this beautiful image. Very different, very welcomed, very beautiful. Well done for repping your side of town so well. And then finally, drum roll, please. Our final sunrise view is this beauty. This beautiful one comes from Rumba Govender out in KZN. We already know KZN is where our hearts are. So thank you so much, Rumba, for getting in touch with that beautiful morning view. I hope that's your backyard. I hope you woke up, looked outside, grabbed a cup of tea, and then just witnessed the beauty of the day ahead. Or you can WhatsApp us for the rest of the week if you have a beautiful picture that matches that on 063 0369649. That's your line directly to us in studio as we get into the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And listen, we promise some cuteness on the way.
Marcel is here, but of course the scene has been stolen by Poppy. Mzanada Animal Clinic and Shelter doing amazing things. And I don't know, she's like spotted something and she's dead still. She's hunting the food in the kitchen. Now she's ready for her big moment and we're going to give them both a moment to explain just exactly what they do and how we can support. We're also going to take you inside the incredible organization, The Homestead, helping children and families stay together through the darkest of times. We're going to plug you into that energy after this. You can even wag your tail, Pops, it's all right. She's focused. She's ready for the job. We'll see you now. Oh, beautiful girl.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. The final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show brings you all that feel good. And right now we're still celebrating Christmas in July. It reminds us that the greatest gifts we can give are actually hope, belonging, and the chance for a brighter future for so many around us.
Oh, this morning you can see I'm starting to feel a bit emotional because I think this is probably the space where the hardest work needs to be conducted in South Africa. We're going to introduce you to Stephen Tlala and the amazing Aviwe Manyela. Stephen's also amazing. From the Homestead Project for Street Children, as they join us to share how they are helping vulnerable children stay with their families wherever possible and supporting you through that critical phase as they build independent lives beyond the streets. Can we have a Christmas in July? Round of applause.
Yes, we can.
For the Homestead, for the two of you out here. Stephen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for looking on point. It's not a sales meeting, but I appreciate the fact that you get ready to sell.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Guys, welcome. Stephen, I'll start with you to talk about Launchpad. I think it's such an important part of what you do. It helps young people prepare for life, but life after aftercare from finishing school and also, of course, finding work to living independently. Why is that transition period so important?
Okay, thank you. Just to provide context into the conversation as it stands, usually young people, especially children and youth who are in the streets of Cape Town, you find that they experience what we call chronic stress, but also these children, sometimes they abuse substances.
Yeah.
And then that's where we get them from our CYC in Khayelitsha, which is called the bridge. So the bridge, this is where we sort of get these children into some programs, and then they can transition into the Launchpad. So Launchpad is a transitional program where we sort of encourage these young persons to be independent. So in most cases, you would find that they do their household chores, like probably in the morning, they would wake up, do their beds, clean their area, the space that where they are, and then prepare their meals, and then they prepare to go to school. Even in the afternoon, they come back, prepare their lunch, do their studies, and then prepare for supper, and then also to sleep and also be ready for the following day.
That's control. That's rhythm. That's responsibility. You know, there are parents across this country going, how? How do we get this right? I love the fact, because if you want to work in the space, it gets very real very quickly.
Yes.
You've got your great idea and you've got your heart full of love and hope, and then you meet the first family, the first child, and you realize how complicated and how challenging it is, because it's not just the child, it's the family.
True.
Why is it so important for you guys to work with that vision in mind, Aviwe?
It's because we work with the child holistically. That means we look at all the aspects of a child, and that means we must also involve the parents. As Stephen was talking about, them ending up at the Launchpad, we are trying to prevent that from happening. So that means we offer a whole range of services for parental skills, where the parents will teach their children the skills that they're being taught at Launchpad. So we focus on the family to say, in order for us to prevent the children from going to the streets, let us start in the family. In the family, teaching them the responsibilities, teaching the parents how to take care of the children.
Exactly, and the emotional intelligence that comes with that.
Because it's not every parent that is aware of how to navigate through parenthood. So we have these programs where we say we have parental engagements, parental workshops where we'll teach parents is to taking care of the children in our prevention and early intervention centers.
Toughest job in the world. Toughest job in the world.
Absolutely.
I love this approach.
So I'm curious, Stephen, what a second chance actually looks like. How does that translate on the ground, especially once they've gone through all the transition phases from the bridge to the Launchpad?
You know, when you see the child who's dedicated to school, adhering to the chores that are within the residential facility, and this is the person that is eager to go through tertiary institution level, and sometimes even adjust to the work environment, then you can see that this person is really eager to build a better future for himself. Because once you can be able to adjust within a daily structured program that you have, then it means that you can transit to the outer life, especially into adulthood, and have independent living.
And the crazy thing is, and there are a couple of organizations such as yourselves who have come through, are playing a vital role in the soft skills development, those critical skills that make you successful outside of what we teach at a normal school. There is magic in what you're doing here, but it requires a slightly different mindset. This is prevention, and we know once it gets to the state and a cost, there aren't tools to be able to address that. Why is it so important to step in before the child goes to the street?
I think we all know that prevention is better than cure. So our narrative is to say that before the children end up on the street, we need to prevent that by being supportive. We know that there's a lot of children that are begging, that are on the streets of Cape Town, they are selling. So we want to then prevent that, because if we prevent that from happening, that means we have lesser children that are in the system, that are going to Launchpad, that are longing for families. So ours is to make sure that we prevent that from happening, equip a lot of people with skills so that we don't get to that to that point.
And I like this. We're not writing anyone off. We're not saying let's save the children right off the parents' generation. There are no lost generations anymore in South Africa. Everyone must come along now. Everyone. And it starts with that education and empowering the parent and then the learner. What you guys are doing is amazing. Amazing. You should charge corporates millions of rands for this kind of cultural development. It's amazing.
Absolutely true. Taking care of our future. Viewers, Stephen, thank you for joining us here this morning. A beautiful reminder that every child just deserves the opportunity to feel safe and supported and definitely hopeful about their future. So Homestead Projects is what we're talking about for street children. You can go ahead and volunteer, donate, or even partner with them and visit their website. And of course, we'll keep all their details across our social media as we continue to celebrate Christmas in July on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove Advanced Care with Pro Ceramide technology helps repair your skin barrier from this damage for visibly even-toned underarms. So, if you shave it, Dove it. Dove Advanced Care Antiperspirant helps repair skin from shaving damage.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, Christmas is here, and I know Christmas in July is a thing, but we're going to make it Christmas every day because we love what it has prompted in our little ecosystem. It reminds us that some of the greatest gifts we can give aren't wrapped in paper. They're acts of kindness, compassion, and second chances. And hasn't that had a different underpinning this morning? Well, we're going to chat now to Marcel Duplessis, Fundraising and Communications Executive at Mzananda Animal Clinic and Shelter. And we've connected with them before. They do amazing work. And we're going to get into the story of one very special dog to share how opening our hearts to animals in need can change our lives, both theirs and our own, for good. There's before and after, Marcel, when it comes to our pups. So first of all, congratulations. But I understand this is a heartbreaking journey because, like many pet parents, you had to go through that awful moment of saying goodbye. So how did young Poppy find her way into your life?
Yes, so I lost my little Maddie due to kidney cancer.
Oh, I'm so
and
sorry.
she passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, my word.
And, you know, I don't like being alone. I needed a new friend. And I went into the shelter, and this little madam was hiding in her kennel, terrified, and she'd been there for over a year already.
Oh.
And she looked into my eyes and said, please, And then she came home with me and she's latched onto me like a baby octopus. She honestly follows me everywhere.
But you can see it, and she looks to settle herself next to you. She's got a little paw touching your shoe, literally, just
Yes.
letting you know that she's here.
Yes.
There is something so remarkable about the responsibility, the awesome responsibility we have as human beings in relation to dogs. Why? Because this is beyond just you needing a furry friend.
Yes.
There seems to be a reciprocal energy here. Why is it so powerful to work with animals? For someone who's looking not just for companionship, but for passion and purpose.
Yes.
Why did you find that in them?
Well, I think that's absolutely what it is. We heal each other. You know, most of these shelter animals are so extremely grateful to get a new home. But I've found with every shelter animal that I've adopted, they've healed a part of my soul that I sometimes didn't even know needed healing. And they're very gentle, they're very patient.
Especially
especially
she's
this
the
little
most
one.
gentle, sweetest little thing, man. When we look at the work that Mzananda has been doing now for 30 years, I recently got the figures in terms of how much it costs the state and us to deal with stray animals, to deal with vaccinations, and we are not anywhere close to being able to deal with that. Yeah. How vital is the work that you do, not just from the animals, but the communities that you serve as well? Why is this so important?
Well, it is, you know, animals are part of the family. And the community of Khayelitsha, you know, it is a massive community. And we're the only animal clinic and shelter in that entire community. And the reality is that most people absolutely adore their animals, but they can't always afford private veterinary clinics. So they completely rely on us. And gosh, I wouldn't know what would happen to all the animals if we weren't around. So, yeah.
And the work that you do is outcomes-based, which makes it amazing. You're either winning or you're failing. And I think that's a great thing for corporates to get behind. It's a great thing if I want to layer my passion and purpose, my company culture into something that shows it. This is it. And obviously Mandela Day gave you an opportunity to do some amazing things. 134 new homes.
Yes.
What was that experience like? And how does it feel when you see people, how easy it is for people to do the right thing when you give them the chance?
Well, that's the thing. And I think Mandela Day is such a great day for people to actually get involved. And like you said, we gave out all these amazing kennels. People were so happy for their little animals. You know, they were so grateful. They got a kennel, they got a care pack. And yeah, it was just a beautiful experiment and came out really well.
Oh, little Poppy. I can almost feel her processing emotion. I know I'm layering all of my human emotion onto her, so you're getting all my baggage this morning. But having worked in the rescue space, I think the notion that some dogs will fall through that net and never be able to, they'll sit in a holding pattern for 2-3 years and never get adopted. And then the system again has to have new layers of support to that person wanting to bring a furry friend into their family. What advice would you give them based on Poppy and your journey to get to this point?
The first thing I think is that you shouldn't always just go on looks, because many people want
in life, okay?
In life. Many people want to adopt the fluffy, cute little ones, so they fly really quickly. But spend time with them in the shelter and see which one comes to you, because they often do choose you, just like she chose me. And then once you have them, it's really just being patient, because we do have a lot of returns where people are not patient with their animals, not willing to work through that. And just be patient. They take 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month to settle in properly. But after that, you're going to have a best friend for life.
And an expense for life, and make sure that you are ready for that. And that brings to bear the biggest challenge for you guys. How do you get it right? Vets are unbelievably expensive. Services in the space are unbelievably expensive and restrictive. How do you guys balance that out, and what help can we give you? Money presumably would go a long way.
Yes, it always goes a long way. No, it is, like you say, it's a never-ending story of needing to fundraise. We've launched this program called Paw Supporters, where you can sign up for 100 Rand a month donation, and you get a little Paw Supporter certificate. You get invited to events, so you're really like one of the special family members when you become a Paw Supporter. And it's easy, you know, a burger and Coke is more than 100 Rand.
2 cups of coffee.
Yes, exactly. So give up 2 cups of coffee and rather help a little pet in need.
And then we'll send you a little selfie. She does this amazing thing where she doesn't move. She just sits right there. No, she is very sweet. And I would imagine very brave for her coming out of her space, having lived a very sheltered and unconnected world, to have this kind of connection. And remember, dogs will only see the world that we show them. And that's not just as owners, that's as a complementary species. We walk this planet next to them for a reason. So that's a responsibility. Look at that little face, man. Oh, that is too much for you. She's chilling out. You can see she's found a little peace, and that speaks to the work that you guys do. So thank you so much. Happy fur parenting on this next chapter.
Thank you.
Well, speaking about Mandela Month, ABSA is turning purpose into action. Through its Force for Good ambition, the organization is working to mobilize thousands of colleagues through volunteerism, creating meaningful impact in communities across South Africa. Now, one of those initiatives saw hundreds come together to help tackle food insecurity and support children in need. Now, boy Carl was there to witness the difference they're making firsthand.
Today we are truly reminded that changing someone's life doesn't have to be this big grand gesture. Sometimes it can be something as simple as a meal. And as South Africa marks Mandela Month, thousands of people are pulling up their sleeves to honor Tata Madiba's legacy. And oh, my feel-good family, today we are at the Santa Convention Center at ABSA's Corporate Citizenship Food Packaging Initiative. ABSA employees have come together to pull up their sleeves for one common purpose, and that is to help food insecurity and also support early childhood development centers. South Africa, when we say the word Ubuntu, this is what we mean. Let's see how one act of kindness can create a lasting impact. Joining me right now is Setlhogani Manshiri, Managing Executive for Corporate Citizenship here at ABSA. Setlego, what an incredible initiative. Every year that I return, it just gets better and better. Tell me, why are initiatives like this with Rise Against Hunger so important for ABSA?
Food insecurity is a real threat to many families, many individuals in this country. There are many individuals who go to bed hungry, and it is important to know that as much as you advance education and entrepreneurship, you have to do so not on an empty stomach. But I think even more excitingly is the ability to rally our own people, our colleagues, to come out and be a part of demonstrating that we are indeed a force for good and finding time in their own diaries, in their own hectic schedules, to come and pack. I mean, the numbers that they have already counted and mentioned, around thousands and thousands of packs already packaged. I mean, really, this is within less than an hour. And I think, importantly, opportunities such as these are useful to conscientize people of the extent of societal need. And the one that says, you've got to understand that you too, in your own capacity, have an ability to make a difference in society.
They say it takes a village to raise a child, and the village today consists of hundreds of employees giving their time in service of others. But what I want to find out is, what does it take for someone to give their time packing meals for a complete stranger? Let's find out.
It's close to home because from where I'm from in the Eastern Cape, there's real hunger. So this is my little bit to make a difference in someone else's life.
Well, I'm here today representing Women in Data. We have close to 40 ladies here from Women in Data. We're here to support Mandela. We're here to support this initiative to look after our people in South Africa, and everyone in ABSA, it's their responsibility to do this.
Giving back is very important. We're blessed with so much. We need to set an example. There's so many who are in need in our country and across the world and across the continent. It was very important for me to set an example, not just for myself, for my community, especially for my daughters. It's important for us to take our blessings and pass them on to other people.
My feel-good family, looking around here, it's so incredible to see how much teamwork goes into this amazing initiative. Listen, every meal has a purpose and every volunteer plays its role. And when everyone comes together, the impact is much, much bigger, helping ensure children are supported in early development stages.
We can all do a lot more of this all the time. It's amazing. We have a country of more than 50 million people the last time I checked, and half of them don't have work. The bottom line is we can't let any South African go to bed hungry. So my appeal is, let's do this every day of the year, or at least once a week, not once a year. I'd want to go to bed hungry. I'd want my kids to go to bed hungry, and no South African child or adult should go to bed hungry.
A lot more can be achieved for the benefit of society when we pull and leverage all resources. And when we pull and leverage resources, it's not only about pulling and leveraging financial resources. What is important is leveraging our people. As much as you put in money, money goes only this far. But when you leverage your people, it's amazing how many things you can achieve more. Do you think that the 28,000 packages already counted this morning would have been possible if we only paid for it? No. What it really meant is, yes, put money aside for the rice, for the soya beans, for the everything else, but get your people in so that they become a force and a multiplier effect of what we're able to achieve.
Mandela believed that overcoming poverty is way more than just charity. Listen, we have seen that belief come to life through teamwork, purpose, and compassion. And when people come together, this is the meaning of Ubuntu. So ABSA Force for Good, let's give it to them. 1, 2, 3, ABSA Force for Good!
Sure, that energy is contagious.
They've been busy,
Come
man.
on,
They have
I
been
love
busy.
that.
Goosebumps all around. In fact, it's been like that the whole show today. What an inspiring reminder that meaningful change begins with action. Just one step, one step.
Together, more than 116,000 meals were packed across Mzansi, bringing hope and nourishment and, of course, support to children and families facing food insecurity.
All right, so little Poppy's got to make her way past the kitchen now. Unfortunately, the smells coming out of the kitchen are going to be hectic. Maybe that's what she was smelling earlier.
I'm going directly to the Merry Christmas melt, Graham.
Get out.
We're taking, what is it called, the cake? Fruit cake.
Get out.
And making a sandwich out of it.
Oh, I gave a little sneak peek of this earlier, and even as I was saying it, I could feel the moisture filling my mouth. It's going to be something else, okay?
Something else.
I ain't fasting this morning, I'm just saying.
No, we're
really.
not. We look forward to that. Chef Maynard is standing by.
Rock star.
And then, of course, Porcelain Moon is still here with their second song coming your way in just a bit. welcome back. We're celebrating Christmas in July. And yes, we've been giving back in so many beautiful ways, plugging you into that. We also need to plug you into some good food. Now, Christmas cake is usually served politely in a neat little slice, maybe some custard. But today it's getting a fabulous savory makeover. And Chef Maynard is still here to transform his famous festive fruitcake into a golden toasty, layered with cheese. I'm talking about brie, bacon, brandy, onion relish. Quick enough on Monday, but glamorous enough for Christmas in July.
Exactly.
Chef, thank you for bringing us something new. I've never seen something like this before.
Yes, wonderful. So, wonderful idea if you have leftover Christmas cake to do this. And I think this is going to go down well if the previous night was a bit of a party.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with a little bit of a beautiful onion relish. And just keeping with the Christmas theme, we're going to add some brandy to that.
Of course, brandy.
Let's see if that catches fire. Amper. Okay, cool.
Okay, you know
So
what?
we just let the alcohol get out, and then a little bit of vinegar and some brown sugar.
So it can caramelize nicely.
Yes, we're just going to let that caramelize. A little bit of salt.
Could you use white onion, or do you have a preference for red?
No, you can use whatever you want. The red onion just gives obviously a beautiful color, and it looks festive, and it just looks attractive. Okay, cool. So over here we've got our fruitcake, and we're going to slice two generous slices.
I mean, it is a loaf, and a loaf needs to be eaten in any way you can. It's getting rye bread.
Yes. So on this, we are going to put, let me put this off. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of butter. Do you want to pass us the whole grain mustard there?
I will.
Yeah, so a little bit of decadent butter.
And you say toasty, so this is going back in the pan.
Definitely going back in the pan. Some whole grain mustard.
Delicious.
And I think the sweet and the savory and the acidity of all of this is going to work really, really well together.
One of my favorite things around Christmas is when we have soatvlees, and then the next day you make sandwiches out of it. So I'm just imagining this would go so well with that too.
Okay, here we've got some pre-made, nice, crispy, streaky bacon.
Yum.
And then, this is going to be beautiful.
Some brie.
Decadent brie.
Oh, we're going luxury today.
Yeah. So this is also good if you've got leftover cheese platters and cheese boards and things. Just pile it on. And we used roasted
we're putting grapes in there.
Yeah, just you can do roasted figs. Any kind of your favorite fruit.
So these grapes are just in the pan for a few minutes.
Yes. Or you can bake them in the oven.
Bake them.
Just as you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now we are going to close this up. And this is going to go into our pan. Oh, no, we've got about
the
our
onions.
relish. Goodness.
I will say that I've never seen something like this, but everybody on set is so excited about this innovative sandwich.
Look how gorgeous that looks.
That is beautiful. Okay, no, the red onions were a great idea.
I think so too, yeah. And they go with the grapes.
Yeah.
Right, now we're going to transfer this to
our buttered pan.
Buttered pan over here.
Oh, this is a
turn
meal
up the
for
heat.
royalty. Listen, that QR code is
a meal
on your
for
screen
royalty.
right now. If you'd like to cook just like a chef, you can definitely do so. Scan your phone's camera. It'll take you directly there. But then, of course, you got to buy the fruitcake first in order to make this. And you said, Chef, you can buy it now.
Yes.
Buy it now. And then
People
even
can-
have it there December next year.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
goodness. The box is so beautiful. So this is the wrapped one you were talking about, or the cracker one.
So this year we gave each cake has got a personality. So the fig cakes is Miss Lux. So
on,
she's
Miss
our
Lux.
luxurious one. And then we've got our standard Christmas fruit cake. She's Miss Classic.
Beautiful.
And then our smaller Christmas cake is going to be Miss Cracker.
Miss Cracker.
Which we made up as a cracker, which I think is going to be a lovely to gift to your friends and your family.
Absolutely.
And
Especially if somebody is hosting. This is such a beautiful thing to bring on over. And yes, there is fruitcake in each and every one of those. Imagine a high tea and you brought all of this goodness with you.
Definitely. Or
Now, does the
Christmas
gold
table.
dust come with it, or?
No.
It's a beautiful addition, though. Look at that, the display.
Yes.
Oh, you can hear that bread just frying away.
Okay, I'm just going to turn this once. This is good for sharing.
I was going to ask, that's a serving for 2.
Definitely. Or 3. I mean, you're going to get a lot out of this.
It's like when you cut a Gatsby in 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so I think
beautiful.
we can take this out.
So you've left the rocket. We put it on afterwards.
Yeah, we're going to put it on afterwards. I'm
Okay.
actually going to do this in 3 bits.
Wow.
Oh, this looks lovely. The smells are
The
also gorgeous.
smell. I can already hear Graham's stomach grumbling in the corner. I know that he wants to have a bite of this.
Look at that.
Look at that cross section.
Yeah, it's stunning there.
Wow, my goodness.
I just followed the little angels paths all the way here. Well, what have you done to us today,
Exactly
guys?
what I
This
was
is just
saying.
insane.
Yeah, it does look insane.
Was he out there roasting grapes again?
Roasting grapes?
And did he act like it wasn't even a thing, like
It
you're
wasn't
roasting
even a
grapes?
thing.
You see, I
I've
don't know.
never in my life. And then you just add the rocket.
It is so clever.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time, because of my limited range,
Yeah.
I suppose, spend a lot of time trying to reimagine things that I've cooked many, many times before. But I've never thought of a festive table like this. The abundance, yet making so much out of so little. We have taken so much nutrients, flavor, texture.
And it looks beautiful.
It looks so the colors have come together so incredibly well. That purple with the brown and the
Absolutely
rockets.
amazing. Hopefully this is what
Yes.
you're feeling. Yes, please. How do we even taste it?
I don't know. We're just going to go for it.
I'm going to watch the gents enjoy this.
Let's do a little bit of a thing over there. There
A
we
slice
go.
of a slice, Greg.
So you know what I like about our journey? So when we first started, I could hardly move, so she had to do all the fitness.
Oh, really?
Now she can't eat everything because I have to do the eating. I feel like we've got a great
We've got a
partnership
great
here. We've just worked
partnership.
it out.
And you came on a good day to eat, Greg. Come on. I'm so curious about the flavors together. So what kind of fruits is in the fruit cake?
Oh, there's lots. There's almonds, dates, there's green cherries, red cherries, sultanas, orange peel, raisins, lots of brandy.
And you can tell they've spent time together.
Yeah.
They are merged.
Married
There is
together.
just such a beautiful bit. And it really does beg the question, how old is this particular cake?
This one has been standing for
2019.
3 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So the longer they stand, the
Yeah.
better they get. I've got friends who age their cakes for 5 years.
So
And then, they're eating 5 years
Still.
cake now.
They can
Yeah,
only
so-
do that because they've got you as a mate who can
They
send
do,
them
they
things
do.
in the meantime while they're waiting for the 5-year mature. Okay?
Oh my
This
gosh.
is absolutely incredible. You're a genius,
You
my friend.
are
Thank
a
you for
chef.
spreading the Christmas
Yes.
love.
Oh my goodness. You see, as we enjoy the deliciousness of Christmas in July, an innovative way that you can make a thing like this stretch so much further than just your Christmas table. So do enjoy. So many recipes that we've gotten through. Graham's going to eat this entire plate.
I'm spreading it all
And
over
spread
myself.
spread the love. Okay, Lucian will keep you a piece. Chef, thank you so much for joining
You're
us
welcome.
this
You've
morning.
been amazing today.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Tina.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code TheBeat50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
Welcome back. Seeing as we're all about the gratitude at the moment, we thought we'd send some of that back your way and say thank you for the votes, man. So 2 of the incredible women connected to our ecosystem had quite a weekend.
They did, and I was keeping my eyes on my socials the entire time to see who would walk away with Glamour's Most Glamorous, and 2 of our very own have walked away with incredible awards. First and foremost, Miss Bassie. She got the Fashion Icon Award, which is one of the bigger ones because they're looking at the trajectory of your life and saying you are a living icon.
And the influence.
Oh, come
and I've been
on.
on stages from the Miss SAs way back when she set the tone, set the bar, set the rhythm, and she has kept it there. Absolutely love it. They had a beautiful dedication to her as well. And then here is our girl.
Our girl. We spent so much time with her last week, and I was like, you go from Expresso to
red carpet to red carpet to red carpet.
She got the red carpet glamour because, of course, you know, on every single stage, before the stage, she dazzles absolutely quickly. Well done.
And she knows she's owning this phase of her career as well. Look at that face, man. She is so awesome and so unbelievably gifted and hard-working. So thank you so much. So let's continue on this inspirational vein this morning if we can.
Please, let's close off the show with some good feels. Porcelain Moon is still standing by. Here they are with their second performance.
Thank you so much, Expresso, for having us. We are Porcelain Moon, and this is called Round We Go.
Starts off with one idea, tame at first, but then it evolves to 1 million thoughts for every hour, spinning round, no turning back from here. So much there is to say, the smoke screen fades and colors come into play. I'm lost in conversation with my word constellations. Oh, I've been here before, time and again. Oh, this is what it feels like, sinking below, looking for the afterglow, beyond the unknown. This is what it feels like, losing control when I'm locked inside my mind. Round and round we go. Ooh, round and round we go. No time to readjust. Paper planes get buried under dust. One spark could carry through all my thoughts that trigger you. All of what I see are impressions of you and me, and I'll never let it go. This is what it feels like, sinking below, looking for the afterglow, beyond the unknown. This is what it feels like, losing control when I open up my mind. Round and round we go.
Another feel-good production.
Kind of a gentle show today. It needed a soft landing. It really did. Thank you. On point.
What do you mean?